And ahoy everyone, welcome back to another D&D Thursday. I'm your friend, host, twice, double friend, occasional lover, Sabaton Liam. How are you going, my dear friends? We have Smithy and Blue Collar Gamer in the chat. Big fat ahoy to you both, and welcome us who may be watching on Twitch. I hope you're having a good one. Now, today, we have episode 2 of our big, fat, obligatory anime tournament arc, and it is hopefully going to be a good time. Let me bring up the chat, my people. Let us go. Pay attention. About probably 50 seconds, 30 seconds. Yep. Yeah, you guys have the best conversations just when I start stream. Falcon sex Falcon sex hat. Oh. Oh, hold on. We're coming through muted. Oh. Oh, okay, we're not anymore. No. Oh, wow. Okay. Something's really going on wrong here. Sounds only coming through every now and then. Ugh. Oh. Ooh. Of course. Oh, there we go. Okay, can you guys talk for a sec? Oh, wait. Oh, it reset my OBS thing. Right. Why is the desktop audio going through again? Oh, there we go. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Can you guys talk for a sec?
Okay.
You got it?
There we go.
Yep,
yeah,
all
well,
good.
yeah, it was OBS. It was
Yep.
not Discord. We could hear him fine, but the stream, there was like something
it
that we wouldn't know was
reset,
happening until he started streaming. So,
My,
again.
OBS thing.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yep, we're fine.
Last time on Dungeons and Dragons, the Fellowship began the first round of the Tournament Exhibition Extravaganza. Everyone made it through to the next round. There were some close calls, such as Reva's thrilling fight with Scimitar Sally, and some highlights, such as Dan Cooper's extremely quick mage duel, and Milo's terrifying spider onslaught. Now join us for the next round of the Tournament Extravaganza.
Wait,
Yep.
Are we doing Bartleby?
We will. This is just my intro.
Okay.
Where our heroes will face each other for the first time on an even battlefield to determine who is the strongest. This time on Dungeons and Dragons. So, it's been a day since the previous round. You've all rested up after a night of celebration and making merry, and Angus's romantic date with Lenine, which basically consisted of just getting drunk and passing out on the floor of the Bartleby Express.
And my much more romantic date.
Yes, and Reva's actually romantic date, and Nargle performing feats of strength for the adoration of the crowd, Milo discussing strategy and trying to make amends with Mike Default.
Oh, Mike.
Bartleby spending the night just shivering in the corner of the Bartleby Express as he contemplates who he has to fight the next day, and Dan Cooper, who is mysteriously absent for most of the celebrations, bringing Angus some consternation. And now it's day 2 of the tournament. You arrived at the arena bright and early, lined up amongst the throngs of audience goers, and were admitted through into the arena and escorted down into the ready room beneath the already blood-soaked battlefield. And here you wait for the matchups that will determine whether you move through to the next round. Welcome everybody to day 2 of the Fellowship of Steel exhibition extravaganza tournament. We have some exciting bouts lined up for today. One bout remaining from yesterday's round, and then we shall move full speed ahead into the first semi-final round. Of course, I am Corbin Silverhair, ex-adventurer and arch-wizard of the 14th level. And here is my co-commentator, Jebediah Stonecutter, a dwarf who does not appreciate the subtleties in life.
All right. You've had your moment. Quit blowing all that hot air. Jebediah Stonecutter here. Retired barbarian of the 15th level, down leg but up in spirits, ready for some goddamn action.
Very well, we shall get right into it. We have some unfinished business from yesterday, and so I would like to welcome to the field, straight from the Gnomish Commonwealth University of Illusion, and one of their top students currently undergoing his doctoral thesis, Bartleby Snevillier. The crowd roars as Bartleby timidly makes his way out onto the field, clasping his hands together in front of him, shuffling without really moving his feet off the ground, and looking over his shoulder and all around him every few seconds as if he is expecting to be jumped by an attacker.
Man, I don't know about you, but that gnome there down there looks like a goddamn scared rabbit. He looks like he's ready to jump that 10 feet in the air at any given second.
I believe his opponent, Maxine, says it all right here on her application form, where reason for participation, she's merely written Bartleby and drawn a little love heart. There's no love lost between these two competitors today here, Jeb.
Well, this should be an interesting fight, or is this more of a lover's spat? Haven't we had enough of those in this tournament so far? Who cares? Let's see what happens.
Well, it proves to be entertaining. I've been waiting for a good, solid magic duel. So allow me to introduce onto the other side of the field the Lore Master of the Lord's Alliance, Maxine. The crowd claps and roars as Maxine struts onto the field confidently, raising her arms in a show of confidence to the audience, and then looking over at Bartleby on the other side of the field, waving at him and giving a girlish giggle. You see Bartleby visibly jump in the air, and
well, there he goes.
His arm, he thrusts out his right arm, and his hand immediately begins surging with flame. Oh, well, it looks like they're already about to get into it. So, without further ado, let us fight! And the bell rings. As the moment the bell rings, both spellcasters burst into a blur of color and movement. You are unable to see what is happening, aside from a rush of movement and suddenly the entire battlefield being engulfed in an explosion of fire, lightning, and magical energy. Yes! Says Silverhair, getting right into it. Oh, this Bartleby right from back there with a fifth level fireball as he levitates above the field. Oh, good play from Maxine there as he trotters away, retaliates with a lightning bolt. Oh, it is Bartleby quick on the counter spell. Oh, but what's that? He's quickly polymorphing into a T-Rex and he flicks at her with his tail as he polymorphs back and retaliates, getting in another third level fireball there. Oh, it is wonderful.
Well, of course, now you get interested. God damn, where were you yesterday?
But we're seeing more retaliation there from Maxine. Oh, yes, they're flinging counter spells at each other. Oh, look at that, a firebolt and a fireball and a lightning bolt sliding in midair. Oh, this is marvelous. I've seen nothing like this since the great tournament of 71, of course. Oh, it is a meteor storm. Oh, what's that? Bartleby's pulling out a scroll out of his coat. Oh, but Maxine's ready for that. She's got a counter spell ready to go. But Bartleby's levitating in the air. Oh, and watch him dodge those lightning bolts as he reaches the... Oh my gosh, it's a meteor storm! Everybody take cover! Assume the fetal position!
God damn, where's the marshmallows at?
Explosions rain down upon the field as the audience scream in unison and duck for cover. When the smoke clears, Maxine lies unconscious on the field, while Bartleby stands above her, shaking as if he's been through a traumatic experience. He looks around, noticing the carnage he's caused. Then he sees Maxine at his feet, and suddenly he perks up, and you simply hear him chuckle nervously. Well, I think that counts as a no. And then, without waiting to be pronounced the winner, he quickly dashes off the field, not looking back.
You know, for a guy who looked like he was about to spontaneously combust out of sheer fear at every given minute, he was one hell of a fighter. Holy hell, I think my beard's on fire. You check for ashes.
Oh, yes, well, I think we're all a little bit singed there, and of course that was very invigorating. Too bad you don't know a lick about magic and probably didn't see a second of that, but that was by far the best display.
My marshmallows are toasted, so I don't really give two flying craps what you think.
Well, in either case, that was an excellent start to the day. And, sir, after a brief message from our sponsors, we will launch directly into our first semi-final round. Everything goes quiet, and then a magically amplified voice rings across the field. Are you struggling to carry too many dismembered body parts? Too many potions weighing you down? Try Gallagher's bags of holding, guaranteed to allow you to carry up to 50% more of the things you care about the most. Available from your local artificer or arcane supply store. And we shall move into the first round of combat. So I'm going to do the matchups randomly. I'm going to assign each of you a number between 1 and 6, and I'm going to roll.
As I say, while you're rolling for that, I have one more sponsor I'd like to throw in there just for a laugh.
Go ahead.
And while we're quickly setting up the matchups for the second round, we'd like to give a quick shout out to the organizer of this tournament, the Fandolin Union of Betting and Alcohol Regulations. That's right, when you want a fight or a good drink or a good night out, just remember to go straight to Foo Bar.
Oh, yes, just what I'd expect from a town that's famous for a mine run by two dwarven brothers.
Them boys are the only reason why I'm here.
Oh, Corellon, deliver me from this barbaric era that I live in.
Oh, look for you. Look, man, I wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for them. I kind of lost a bet. Them boys can't fight worth a damn, but they got one hell of a poker face.
Yes, well, our first matchup has just come in, and it is... Roll 1d6. 3, so that is Angus versus...
Oh?
Well, that's Angus can't fight himself.
Well, he could.
Reroll.
It's D&D.
1. So that is Angus versus Dan Cooper.
Oh, sweet
Angus Hammerfall versus Dan Cooper. Oh, this proves to be an interesting, if one-sided affair, I believe, with a...
That was rigged!
with a skilled practitioner of magic versus a dwarf who likes to throw a stick around. I know
I believe he has cleric. The boy's got cleric written down on his application. You suggesting that clerics don't count as mages?
Well, yes, if you consider that magic, which I obviously do not.
Well, good for you.
all.
Remind me the next time you fall down a flight of stairs to not call for help.
Yes, well, see, if I fell down a flight of stairs, I would instantly cast Featherfall, you see, and so I would be perfectly fine.
Yeah, well, I got me a flight of stairs within eyesight, so just try me, smartass.
My God! My God, chill.
The MC comes down into the ready room, and he nervously chuckles and clears his throat. He says, Sir Angus Hammerfall and Dan Cooper, you're up. Dan Cooper stands up and he yawns, almost as if he hasn't had any sleep the night before. And then he throws his cloak over his shoulder, looks over at Angus, and says, "Well, old friend, let's head out there onto that field and surface those long-buried feelings of resentment, shall we?" And then he, perhaps too confidently, struts out onto the battlefield. Introducing once again for you all, on one side of the field, Dan Cooper. Dan Cooper steps out onto the field. He immediately takes a bow as the audience bursts into raucous applause, complete with the female shouts of the audience. He completes the show by strumming a couple riffs on his lute. And on the other side, yawn, Sir Angus Hammerfall, the dwarven cleric of Morgan.
Can I just add something? All of a sudden, in the booth, the barbarian and the wizard just happen look behind them, and there's just Nuggle sitting
Yeah, we
behind.
gotta put a bell on your ass. How the hell you keep getting up?
How do you keep getting in here? I could swear that I put a magical enchantment on the... Oh, you bloody... know what? You're probably dumb enough that it doesn't work on you. But...
Well, actually, it looks more like you only put the enchantment on the door. Too bad he just took the door straight off its hinges. You might want to try better next time.
Nothing will stop
of
me from
course.
seeing this fight.
I really have to start accounting for the rather, well, I was going to say unorthodox, but I think the correct word would be blatantly illogical way that you non-magical practitioners sometimes do things.
Hey,
Well,
man,
I see a door.
sometimes, you know,
No problem.
I was gonna say sometimes, well, magic spells are all well and good. Sometimes a good old-fashioned knock just does the trick.
Well, Squire Noggle, if you wish to witness the fight, be our guest. Just try not to break anything, and please don't touch any of the magical apparatus you see in front of me. Very well. And so before we begin the round, I would like Angus to please roll for initiative.
Okay. Apparently Milo has a prayer to say while
Well,
entering the
yep.
arena.
while Angus is walking into the arena, Milo sits in the corner and clasps one of his whip handles in front of him as if in prayer, and you can hear him say, "Demons run when a good man goes to war. Night will fall and drown the sun when a good man goes to war. Friendship dies and companionship lies. Night will fall and the dark will rise when a good man goes to war. Demons run but count the cost. The battle's won, but the war is lost when a good man goes to war. Amen. May the gods have mercy on your soul."
Alright, am I rolling?
Lovely.
Am
Yep,
I doing
roll your
in
initiative.
The actual, I'm obviously doing this on screen
Yep.
since it's
Yep,
all...
because even though I'm controlling Dan, because M1 is
No,
at
I
work,
understand.
This
I understand. Well,
still
it'll be a
check-
15.
15, and... oh, I forgot. I didn't roll mine properly, I see. Let's have a look. So, 15, 23. So, Dan Cooper gets to go first. Alright, I'm going to bring up the map so we
Yay,
can
map.
get right into it.
Tales of Pesh ahoy! Welcome, buddy.
Welcome, Tales
Oh,
of
you
Pesh.
jumped in at just the right moment, buddy.
You did.
Yep, for an entire campaign's
Oh.
worth of rivalry and exasperation
And-
about to
And
be...
also, one sec before we go on, I'm going to plug the hell out of Tales of Pesh. Oh! Oh my god, Tales of Pesh, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub on Twitch. Thank you very much.
Lovely!
This is all just because I said I was going to plug him.
Fair enough.
Everyone, make sure you go to Twitch. If you enjoy a lot better D&D type streams, go sub to him.
Dude, don't say that.
Wow, wait, I'm just selling your own product, man. Jesus.
Wow.
It's okay.
You just shot us all down.
This is on
Hey,
my
the
channel, not
difference-
Dungeons and Dagons.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
tried my
The
best.
The difference is Tales of Pesh has been doing this for ages, but you guys, this is your first D&D campaign, and I've been DMing for over 10 years, but you guys are all brand new to this.
Are you saying we're shit?
Yes,
No,
we are
I'm
shit.
saying you're good for first-time players.
Oh. Well, that's like saying we're good at being like grade 4. You're really good for
You're
grade
rolling
4.
that one on your charm check.
But yes, everyone go to Tales of Pesh, Tales of Pesh over on Twitch and YouTube. Fantastic D&D streamer. Go do it. Let's continue this. What's going to happen?
All right.
That'd be great.
All right, here we go.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
map.
going to grab the battle music, bring up the map.
I'm gonna go sulk.
Oh,
Aww. Why are you sulking?
you're good players, I mean it. And without further ado, let the fight begin. And the bell rings.
There we go.
So Dan Cooper is going first. And he starts off his first round by merely standing on the field, looking around at the audience, raising his arms, taking a bow, and then using his thaumaturgy spell. He amplifies his voice, and he says, "Ladies, gentlemen, you know me, you love me, Dan Cooper, but you know what? There are other people in my band who don't get nearly enough recognition, and they're going to be joining me here in this fight today. And so, I would like to introduce you to my lovely co-stars." He holds out his arm and he shouts in a particularly devilish-sounding voice, "Arise!" Angus, you see movement in the pools of water as humanoid silhouettes begin to float towards the surface, and then bony, emaciated hands grab the sides of the pool as 3 undead ghouls pull themselves up onto the field. "Oh dear, it looks like he's brought some help, some undead servants. But how did he get those corpses onto the field? Dan Cooper takes another bow and says, I may have paid the arena a visit last night and left a couple of things on the field in readiness for this preparation.
Wait,
Your
is sabotaging the field in advance of legal or not? How does this law work out?
Well, I don't think it's quite legal, but I'm rather interested to see how it will turn out, so I will allow it for now. I believe it's your move, Angus.
I was actually asking that question as Jeb. Angus has not said a word since he stood out in the field.
I know, yeah, but he's just passing it over to Angus.
Oh, fair enough.
Yep.
What to do. Well, I'm going to take a first level spell slot out and just raise a hand and immediately guiding bolt the nearest...
Nearest school?
Yep.
Alright, go ahead.
This sucks because while I have the map open, I can't see anyone's dice rolls.
Okay, so that's a 29 to hit.
Ah, yeah, that'll go ahead. Roll your damage.
And because it's a ghoul, it's going to take double, obviously.
Yep.
So that's... come on.
I feel like the ghoul is likely gonna die.
Likely, yeah.
Oh wait, it's already dead.
Die again. 30 points of damage. Is that... Yep. You hold out your hand and sear the ghoul with a guiding bolt, tearing off one of its arms. It falls to the ground, twitches, but then slowly climbs once again to its feet. Almost destroyed, but not quite. And Agnes is off to a good start.
I also thumped the back of my shield to cause it to activate.
Ah, yes. As you use your bonus action, you bark the dwarven command and your shield begins to
I don't even
revolve
say
around
anything
you.
this time. I literally just pound the shield. Angus is not saying a word.
Yeah, he's not saying anything. And the shield begins to revolve around you. Well, a rather standard play from Angus there, destroying undead, the standard cleric play, but that seems to be a good start. But how will Dan Cooper respond to it? It's Dan Cooper's turn. And what is he going to do? Let me look at his character sheet and see what he actually has. Okay. So, Dan Cooper uses his move action to step forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 60. He stands behind the ghoul that you damaged. Then he holds out his...
feet.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, he can't move 60 feet. He can only move 30.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He stands on the edge of a spike pit. And I have to bring up my 5e tool. Sorry, guys. Dan leaving was a last-minute thing, so I have to actually look up all his stuff. What is the range of... okay, 100 feet. Okay. He then raises his arms and unleashes a 5th level lightning bolt at you.
I would like to use my Ring of Evasion.
I
Yep.
believe it's pronounced
Half-
evasion.
Evasion.
I was going to say, just for flavor and just because I can and ask for this, can I have it that he doesn't actually move, he just sort of tilts slightly to the left to let it
Yeah,
sail
the
past
lightning
him?
bolt just goes... Okay. Well, you'll still take half of the damage as you activate your
Quarter.
ring.
I was going to say quarter.
Quarter,
because
yes,
I passed
because you
plus
do have
1.
resistance. Yes. Okay, so that's going to be 10d6. Okay, 15. So you take 10 points of lightning damage as you activate your Ring of Evasion, and the huge lightning bolt easily bigger than the one that took Lena down, surges across the field, and Angus merely tilts his head to the left as the lightning bolt surges past him, singeing the sides of his beard and leaving a couple of singe marks on his right cheek, but otherwise not harming him. Then, as a bonus action, Dan Cooper commands his ghouls. Two of them rush forwards towards Angus, screaming out an otherworldly scream as they rush forwards, while the third one stands beside Dan, serving as an impromptu bodyguard. As the ghouls rush towards you, Angus, you can't help noticing something glistening in the sunlight on the ghouls' ring fingers, something you've seen before, and your heart sinks as you realize that these ghouls are wearing the rings handed out by Dan to the students of his bardic academy. Angus, it is your turn.
Right. Hello. Right. I'd like to use control water to basically send a flow of water to push both those ghouls into that spike pit next to me.
All right.
Or next to them.
Next
Can I
to
do
them?
that?
Yes, you can. You cast control water. Water surges out of the water pool, forming a wave that bashes against both ghouls. They must make a dex save against your spellcasting DC in order to avoid being swept away. So here we go. So that's a 10 and a 12, and a ghoul gets +2 on dex, so they both fail, and they are both pushed into the nearby spike pit. The ghoul that you damaged earlier impales on one of the spikes, looks up at you, opens its mouth in some twisted parody of anguish, and ceases to move. The other ghoul takes 11 points, well, it has resistance to piercing damage, 5 points of damage as it tumbles down into the spike pit and then struggles to climb to its feet. Would you like to do anything for your bonus? Yep.
I was going to say, either way, I'd like to point out that I have not taken my eyes off Dan this entire time.
Yep, you sure have not. You're staring at him and your face in a mask of neutrality, though inside Angus is beginning to feel a little bit of anger as he realizes he's dealing with some of Dan's former students.
No, I wouldn't say anger. This is more resolve at this point.
Resolve, yep. Stony-faced resolve.
I was going to say, how far away from Dan am I at the moment?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, about 90 feet.
Okay, so I'll just move. Can I move for my bonus action or not?
Yeah, you've got a move action, so...
I move 20 feet.
10, 15, 20. There we go. You've rushed 20 feet forward, your eyes not moving from Dan. And it is now Dan Cooper's turn. So what will he do? Let us see. Let us see indeed. Dan Cooper Dan Cooper does not move. Instead, he simply stares at you and then snaps his finger using his racial darkness ability to surround you in a cloud of impenetrable black fog, magical, unnatural darkness that gives you disadvantage on all your attack throws.
Unless, of course, my hammer comes equipped with the Lightbringer mace that I installed on it a while ago, which allows it to shine inside darkness.
But this is magical darkness, and it cannot be penetrated at all. So Yes.
Fair enough.
So, and
Oh, well.
then as his bonus action, he looks towards you, then at the audience, and then his voice still booming, he shouts, "And let us not forget my very, very gracious supporting act." He opens his coat. Scully!
Oh.
The shit-talking Skull. You hear Scully shout, "Oh, I would fucking love to destroy you now, Dan, but instead I have to do your blasted bidding." Oh, very well. As the flame skull surges out onto the field, zooming out of Dan Cooper's coat. Tools, I just have to now get up a flame skull.
How far around me is this darkness exactly?
The darkness.
He can see
extends-
through it.
Yeah. You can see through it. It's just it gives you disadvantage. I'll
No,
get
he-
the exact.
He doesn't
Okay.
get a disadvantage because he's got the Lightbringer mace.
I did
Yeah,
say that,
but darkness can't be penetrated by.
Non-magical light.
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
non-magical
magical
light.
light, so-
Ah, yes. Well, there we go. So Dan Cooper did want to use darkness against you. That was in his.
Well, yeah, he
Instructions.
already did, but good, yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, it just didn't work. But it's a 15-foot radius around you. It's
No
not going
problem.
to affect you, which is fine.
Nope.
And Scully starts his turn by opening his mouth and shouting, "Sorry about this, you fat, uptight bastard. I'd much rather do it to this cunt here, but, what can you do?" And he fires 2 fire ray spells at you. 2d20. And both of them bounce uselessly off your shield. Meanwhile, the ghoul in the spike pit roars and attempts to climb out. However, its claws scrabble uselessly at the side of the pit, and it is unable to get a foothold. And that's Dan Cooper's turn. You're up.
So I'm about 70 feet away from him, aren't I?
Yep.
Decisions. Obviously, I'd like to get closer to him, but obviously I have at least one ghoul and Scully to deal with at this point.
You sure do.
Interesting. Can I get the Scully this turn?
You sure can. Not within melee range, but within range to throw your hammer or cast
No, I
a spell
was hoping
yet.
to get within. I was hoping to actually get within melee range, but
No, unfortunately you can't.
that's okay. In that case, I will step 10 feet forward. Actually, no, I'll go the full 30. I'll go the full 30.
Okay. 10, 15, 25, 30. You move up 30 feet, holding your sword in one hand as your shield floats in front of you, your eyes still not moving from Dan.
I would like to cast Hold Person.
All right, here we go. Dan
But
Cooper.
I'll like to hold it on. Let's see. I'll go Dan and the ghoul that's next to him at the moment.
Yep. Okay. Let me see. A ghoul. Okay, so it won't work on the ghoul because the ghoul doesn't count undead
As
or
a humanoid?
immune to.
Well,
Yeah, but it says humanoid, but undead are immune to charming effect, to mind-altering effect.
This isn't charmed. This is if it fails the wisdom thing, it's just paralyzed. It's not charmed.
Oh yeah, it does. All right, well, I'll allow it. Okay, so the ghoul and Dan both going to make their wisdom saves right now. Let's see. Okay, what is Dan Cooper's wisdom?
So
All right.
Dan went first.
Dan is the second roll. The ghoul is the first. The ghoul fails its wisdom save and is paralyzed.
How much did Dan get?
Dan gets 15 plus 3, 18.
Oh, piece of shit, that's just a pass.
Well, there's always next turn. Dan Cooper smiles. He says, Angus, haven't learned yet, have you? I'm not quite ready to settle down. No, I still have to have that world tour. The audience cheers, clapping, as Dan Cooper strums a chord on his lute. It's Dan Cooper's turn, unless you'd like to use your bonus action to cast Shield of Faith or something.
Well, I might as well. I mean, he's been mostly just throwing spells at me this time, hasn't he?
He is, that is correct.
So yeah, there's not real much point in, unless he decides to try and attack me properly. So now I'll,
Alright. Alright, here we go.
Actually,
Yep.
I might actually cast a spiritual weapon on myself.
Alright, that's a good choice.
And I'll go for... Let's see, what am I working with here? I'll go for 3rd level.
3rd level spiritual weapon, a good choice. Very well. Dan Cooper starts his turn by casting a 3rd level shatter at you. Please make a dex save.
And here we go. Yeah, it's only a 5, so nah, nothing doing.
Alright, so you take... Oh, that's 4d8. That's not a real dice.
Alright, so this count, what does Shadow's damage count as?
Shatter counts as... So lightning bolt is lightning damage, shatter is thunder.
Thunder damage,
and
so it's still 15.
So, yeah, in previous editions, they were known as electric and sonic. So, basically think of shatter as sound damage, basically.
Yeah.
So you are taking 15 points of sound damage.
Gotcha.
Then, as his bonus action, he commands his undead. The ghoul once again scrabbles its claws at the stone, trying to climb out. This time, it succeeds, climbing out of the spike pit and rushing towards you before making a claw attack. Only one. Oh, let's see, what will it... Yeah, it'll go for a claw attack. All right, here we go. And your shield swerves behind you as the ghoul swings its claw, uselessly scratching against the metal of your shield. The other ghoul stays where it is. Meanwhile, Scully hovers in the middle of the field, and he says, I'm going to sing you a song and it's going to stimulate your clitoris! As he fires 2 more fire rays at you. Here we go. One of them hits you, the other does not. And so, Angus, you are taking... You are taking 9 points of fire damage. And it is
fire resistance.
Yep, so 4 points of fire damage. And it is now your turn.
Alright, well, I've had just about enough of all the happy, fun, undead playtime, so I'd like to... Actually, the ghouls wouldn't be... Well, I imagine the ghouls would be higher than CR2, wouldn't they?
No, ghouls are actually... the ghouls are only CR1.
Good. In that case, I'm going to do turn undead, and if they fail, they're automatically destroyed.
Yes, alright. They are going to make their saves.
I don't know if that's an action or a bonus action. I'm pretty sure it's just an action.
I'm pretty sure it's just an action, yes.
Well, that's the check.
But Scully will also be... I'll just turn undead to make sure. I'll just check turn undead. Let me see, I've got my rule book here. So turn undead, yes, it is an action, and they have to make wisdom saving throws. All of the undead on the field are within 30 feet of you, so that's both ghouls and Scully.
Yep.
So the first 2 rolls are the ghouls, the third is Scully. Okay, let us see. What does a ghoul have for wisdom? Scully has none, and a ghoul has none. Okay, so that is a fail from all 3 undead. The 2 ghouls instantly gasp in pain and fall to the ground, inert corpses once more. Their student rings blinking as they fall to the ground and conjuring bouquets of flowers next to their bodies. Meanwhile, Scully looks at you and he says, "Ah, shit!" And he just zooms away as far as he could go, hiding underneath hiding in the shadow at the base of one of the arena walls. Would you like to move?
Can I use a bonus action to hold an action, or I can't do that with a bonus
Yes,
action?
you can use a bonus action to prepare a reaction. What would you like to do?
Can I use a spell as a reaction, or does it have to?
Yes, you can. You can use a spell as a reaction. It has to be a spell that has a casting time of 1 action.
Yep, no problem.
All right. What is the spell, and what will be the trigger for the reaction?
Hold person, and if he tries to throw a spell at me.
Very well. Very well. Okay. It's Dan Cooper's turn. He says, "Oh, you didn't like my student. You didn't like my star students. Ah, well, they failed to pay their recruitment dues anyway." He smiles devishly.
He's still got thaumaturgy active while he says that.
Yes.
Oh, good. So as long as the entire stadium's heard.
You hear a ripple of you hear a murmur of speech move through the audience, though you can't quite determine exactly what they're saying or what the tone is.
Don't care. We'll get to that later.
Okay. He is going to use his action to cast upon you again another 3rd level shatter. So his spell goes off first, and then you get your reaction. So make a dex save, please.
Can I use my ring of evasion for this one?
You sure can.
Alright. So I automatically pass, so just do the damage.
Yep. Let's see. So you are taking 8 points of sound damage as the shatter rings throughout the arena. You see everyone in the audience immediately raise their hands to block their ears, but Angus, you remain firm, just staring it down with iron resolve, and then you begin to cast your hold person. He goes to make his wisdom save. And he gets a 20, passing the save.
Thank.
It is your turn, Angus.
I'd like to point out that if he was the one that was actually rolling for this, he'd automatically.
Yeah, he wouldn't have passed.
Wouldn't have passed.
My dice block is better than his. Yep.
Yeah.
It's your turn, Angus, and you will not be allowed to make a bonus action this round because you spent it on your to save an action.
So do I have to stay where I am then?
You still get your move action and your action. You just don't get your bonus action.
Fair enough. Well, in that case, no, I'm gonna. Damn, I really like old person to just work. I only need 1.
Only need it to work once. You can go ahead, do another one.
But it gets
I will try this again.
3rd time's a charm. Here we go.
Friggin' B.
23.
Son of a bitch.
Dan Cooper flashes you the most smug, shit-eating grin you've ever seen.
Right.
You've ever seen on his face.
You know what? Fuck it, Plan B.
You're gonna just start running towards him?
Nope, I'm standing exactly where I am.
Yep. Alright. It's Dan Cooper's turn. He smiles, and then he casts Polymorph on himself, transforming into a T-Rex. And then, roaring, he moves towards you.
Wait, can he move after polymorphing?
Yeah, 'cause he still gets a move action, but he can't attack you. And that's his turn.
Okay, well, this is annoying. Alright, well, I believe now I'm going to have to use my Shield of Faith.
Yep, because the T-Rex is here.
Kind of annoying, and then I guess I'm just going to have to go for plan B, which is just hit it until it fucking dies.
Yep, and restrain him then.
Yep, so what exactly is... Actually, I suppose I should roll to attack first, eh?
Yes, I'll tell you if you pass.
Oh yeah, because your AC changes to what you polymorphed into, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
As a 26, look.
That is a hit. Go ahead, roll your damage.
What's the alignment on a T-Rex?
Unaligned.
So it's not neutral or anything?
It's nothing. It's not an alignment. It doesn't have an alignment.
And how big is it? What's the
The
size?
T-Rex is huge.
So giant?
Not giant, huge, which is the
Oh,
step before
no.
giant.
Oh, I actually didn't know there was a
Naturally.
step before giant.
Yes, there's large, huge giants.
Oh, there you go.
It's just things are usually large or giants. The number of huge things you encounter tends to be comparatively smaller.
No, it's going to be 22 points of damage, I guess.
22
I'm
points
swinging
of
at him
damage.
For a while.
Yep. You raise your hammer and you hurl it towards the T-Rex. It attempts to block it with its tiny arms, but the hammer smashes into its scaly body. It roars in pain as the hammer flies back to you. And you have a Shield of Faith going, so that's good. It is the T-Rex's turn. Dan's T-Rex flashes you a toothy grin, and then it steps forward into melee range. And it makes a bite attack and a tail attack. Roll d20. Okay, so the bite attack hits, the tail attack does not. Alright, why did I close the... Let me just look up the damage on that. Okay, so the bite attack is 4d12 plus 7 and a grapple check. Very well. Roll 4d12 plus 7. Okay, Angus, you take 43 points
Oh my
of
god.
piercing damage. And you must make a strength save, please.
That's a big oof.
Big off.
Big oof.
If it's any consolation, his T-Rex did roll quite low for its health. Ooh, lovely! The T-Rex attempts to gnash its teeth around you, grappling you in its mouth, but you roll out of the way, raising your hammer. Angus, it is your turn.
I'm just calculating how much health I lost after all of that.
You'll be right.
And you're kind of lucky because there is actually a creature stronger than a T-Rex that he has the ability to polymorph into, but I wasn't told to polymorph into that. I was told to polymorph into a T-Rex.
And does he know he can polymorph into something bigger?
Well, evidently not, otherwise he wouldn't. T-Rex.
Oh!
Just
Did you just not one?
Wait, what?
Yep.
Oh no.
What did you
Nat-
know? What did you know?
What did he nat 1 on his attack?
What are you rolling?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was
Your
rolling
attack.
my attack.
Shit.
Okay, well, this is a PvP round, so no critical failures here. It's just going to
Oh, really?
count as a miss.
Oh.
Yep. No dropping your weapon or anything like that.
Oh, that's good to
Just
know.
going to count as a miss. As the T-Rex rather surprisingly for its size, nimbly dodges out of the way. It roars at you and then goes in for another 2 attacks. And the bite attack, the most damaging one, is blocked by your shield, but it hits you with the full force of its tail. You take 3d8 plus 7. You take 20 points of bludgeoning damage. However, you do not have to make any checks. Then, at the end of the T-Rex's turn, Scully makes a wisdom save. Oh no, it's still 10. Wait, no, 18 was a pass. I'm just joking, friend. You're just a big, fat, hairy dwarf after all. But I'd really love to take down that lizard right now. Scully zooms forwards and he sends 2 rays of fire in your direction.
Flaming skull.
But you block both of them easily with your shield. Angus, it is your turn.
Well, I was hoping to not have to do this, because I really needed this spell slot, but I'm going to, I'm going to cast Heal on myself.
Alright. Roll your heal.
I don't need to. Heal automatically regains 70 hit points.
Aha. Alright. Well, there is still a chance you can get the spell off that you wanted to get off. After all,
Yeah,
Moradin is what...
But after the revelations we've had today, I was hoping to keep it at 6th level.
Yes. Well, we shall see. We shall see. Okay.
Fortunately, that's all my turn's really gonna do at this point.
Yep. I will point out that
You can move.
Yeah, you can move, but
yeah,
get an
and he's
attack
just gonna
opportunity,
follow me.
probably.
Yeah, he'll just get an attack.
Yeah, that's
opportunity.
right, because you're a
He'll
slow
just follow
boy.
me, so
yes. He'll follow you, but I will point out that Polymorph is a concentration spell. So,
right, so didn't he, but when I attacked him before, I didn't have to roll concentration.
So and I've just realized that, so I'm going to roll the concentration. I'm going to roll it now. I'm just checking what his DC is.
Isn't concentration half of what the damage was, or?
Yes. So he took 20 damage, so he has to pass the D. What did he? Let me look up exactly what he took. He took...
No, Angus took 20.
Oh, yeah, he took 22. So he has to pass 11 on this.
Oh, good.
Which he did.
Of course.
But, okay, it's now the T-Rex's turn. He roars, smiles toothfully at you, and then, of course, he goes in for his 2 attacks. Once again, the bite misses you, and so does the tail. A lucky round. Angus, your turn.
Well, here's hoping I can at least do slightly better than last time.
You can do it.
That's more like it.
Ooh, lovely. Okay, that's a hit. Roll your damage.
Do big damage.
21.
So you'd need to roll a...
11. We'll go 11 again. You raise your hammer and slam it into the T-Rex's scaly flesh. Dan Cooper makes his concentration check. He fails!
There we go.
There's a blink of light, and the big T-Rex vanishes immediately, turning to Dan Cooper.
I also completely forgot at this point that I had spiritual weapon on this whole time that I could have been using.
Yes. Would you like to use it?
Oh, you have no idea. So I believe Yep. All right. So it's just an extra attack for me. So I could have been technically making these. 14 ain't gonna hit, is it?
14 is not gonna hit, unfortunately.
That's fine.
Dan Cooper's AC is quite low. but
not
it
that
is
low.
not that low at this point in the campaign. No, it's Dan Cooper's turn. He looks at you, a sheepish look on his face. He says, "You've ruined my Jurassic Park moment!" And then he uses his first action to disengage from you without provoking an attack of opportunity.
Oh, go away, cat.
He only moves a little bit away, and then he casts Hellish Rebuke on you.
Rude.
As you have damaged him after all. Yep.
Question, I was looking up on Polymorph. Apparently, it retains its alignment when it transforms.
Oh, it does. Okay.
So can I add up some damage? Because I hit him twice, I can immediately add up.
Go ahead, add it.
Alright, well in that case... Well, that doesn't really matter. I hit the T-Rex. The T-Rex is already gone, so...
Yeah.
Never mind.
But you can add the extra damage that you would have dealt.
But it would have dealt it to the T-Rex.
Yeah.
T-Rex.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
is
Oh,
gone.
yeah. Which...
But just to see what I could have done to him...
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, wait. How did that work?
You're in general not lucky dice.
Oh, that's why. My apologies.
Yep, so Dan Cooper is back.
So had I've actually looked into that earlier, he would have taken an extra 52 points of damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Never mind. Throw me some hellish review.
That wouldn't have been enough to revert the T-Rex form.
Come on.
Alright, Hellish Rebuke. Make a dex save, please.
Of course. Just 14.
That is a fail, so you will be taking 21 points of fire damage.
Half that.
Half that. 10 points of fire damage for you.
Okay.
It is your turn.
One more time with friggin'
With
feeling.
feeling. Here we go. Hold person. D20. He failed his save.
Hey,
Dan Cooper
there is a goal.
opens his
Alright then.
Dan Cooper opens his mouth to say something, but then there's a flash of magical light, and suddenly he's frozen in place, just staring at you with a look of, would that be hatred in his eyes? No, surely not.
Look.
Alright, it's his turn. He's held. He can attempt to break out of it, I think, or is he...
No, he gets to do it at the end of his turn.
At the end of his turn, okay.
And he's the first one to hold him because his mother never did.
He
Okay,
did.
so I actually have walked up to him while...
Yep,
after the
you
spell
can.
hit.
Yep, you sure can. You walk straight up to him, stare him right in the face.
Okay, so roll wisdom set to see if he remains held.
Here we go. But it doesn't really matter at this point because you're right up close to him.
I know,
That's
but
what
I want
you
to make
wanted.
this as easy as humanly possible. And I'm going to get this to pass.
He failed.
Oh, well, outstanding. So, I believe that makes it my turn now.
Yep.
Good. I guess without saying a word while staring over Dan pulls two items out of his bag. One, and an odd item to be precise, it looks like just a regular rag that he's been using around the forge to maybe clean up, wipe himself down after he's been working. Either way, this thing doesn't look like, looks like it hasn't been cleaned in months. It is absolutely filthy with, I don't know, from wiping down metal shards, other sorts of coal dust from working the forge, or just sweat from his brow. In his other hand, the item that he was working on while simultaneously working on his hammer, which to everyone's, I suppose, some form of amusement, is nothing more than a regular pair of iron shackles.
Ooh.
Goes over to Dan
What shenanigans are going on here on the field today? I think these audience members paid for a fight, not some bondage.
Well, you never know what what these guys are into. Who knows? Maybe he's doing a favor for this little guy.
Little from column A, little from column B.
A little column A, a little column B, who knows. And reaches over, takes the shackles while he's still paralyzed, puts his hands behind his back and shackles both his hands and feet into place, making sure to immediately throw the key somewhere. He doesn't bother where it ends up.
Yep.
And then takes the rag, and is his mouth open, or was his mouth open when he...
Yeah, his mouth's open. He was in mid-sentence when you held him.
Good. In that case, I'm going to make sure he stays in mid-sentence, so I take that filthy rag and shove it straight into his mouth.
Ooh, alright, I'm going to make a con save.
And
sounds disgusting.
Can I cast this? Does that count as an action, or can I actually cast a spell while I'm standing over him?
Oh, you can cast a spell.
Good. Well, in that
Call it
case,
a bonus action.
I was gonna say I flip him back over so his hands are behind him now. I look over at him, and for the first time since this fight started, I sigh and look and go, sorry about the rough treatment, but I need you to hold still for a minute. And I basically stand over the top of him, and as an extra precaution, just to make sure that those shackles and he doesn't go anywhere, I take my full, let's see, I weigh about 250 pounds, plus about 80 pounds of armor. It's about 320, 330 pounds. I sit straight on top of him while he's lying on the ground, put my hand directly over his face, and begin to cast Geas.
Lovely. Okay.
So for the next minute,
you're casting Geas.
Basically, I'm just casting Geas.
So for his, at the start of his turn, he makes a Constitution save from the rag you put in his mouth, which he passes. Then,
Well, what do you expect? He eats glass.
Yeah, he eats glass and plays with decapitated dicks, so this isn't new for him.
he makes a Wisdom save to attempt to break out of the hold person. He fails. Then it's Scully's turn. Scully looks at you as if contemplating something, and he says, "Oh, no, I don't want to see this little red skinny bastard get what he deserves." And then he takes the 5d10 psychic damage from ignoring Dan's gear.
Good boy. Oof.
Which nearly kills him.
Oh.
Ooh, but his gears is broken now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he
So
can
now he
choose to
doesn't-
ignore it now, so he doesn't have to do anything.
Yep. So he's just going to sit there and watch this happen.
You know what? I have Angus sort of look sideways and for half a second almost feel something akin to a respect for this skull for at least ignoring Dan, and then just goes back to work.
So, second round, attempt to break out of the hold person. He passes, but he must now attempt to break out of the shackles.
I was going to say, would he get disadvantage since I'm sitting on him and his hands behind his back?
He sure does.
That's what
And
I
his
thought.
strength is pretty terrible.
That's what I thought.
Well, it's 12, so it's not that terrible, but...
Yeah, but I figured it.
He fails to break out of the shackles. And, the third round, he struggles and squirms. He spits the rag out of his mouth.
Oh no, I was going to say, that's what my other hand's for. It goes
Like holding it down.
I'm
Very well.
holding the damn rag in his mouth. He ain't saying a fucking word.
You just hear him murmur. You hear him murmur something.
I am like staring straight through him at this point.
He attempts to break out of the shackles. Once again, he fails. And then, as you complete your casting of gear, Scully laughs and shouts, "You like it now, you redskin!" It's your turn, Angus.
So he's done? Alright, well, if Geas activated, I simply look at him and say, for the duration of this Geas, you will follow any and all orders given to you by me that starts with the command word, thinks for a second and goes, Flupius. And then stands up before he gets a chance to move and goes, Flupius, you will not move, cast magic, or speak without my permission. So it leans over and looks at Scully and goes, I didn't think I'd ever find myself saying this, but you're not all that bad. Would you like a reward for taking that blow on the chin? So a gesture for him to come closer to me, or at least within reaching distance.
Sully floats over to you, hovering beside you and Dan.
I'm going to look at him going, I know we don't see eye to eye, what me being a cleric, you being an undead goal, but I feel that anyone that's being controlled by this piece of shit deserves some sort of reward for ignoring him. And while I wasn't originally planning on doing this, I cast Grail Restoration on Scully to remove the gas.
Oh my god.
Oh, as soon as you,
I also say, trust me though, don't attack him just yet. You want to stick around for what's about to happen.
The skull's jaw twists into a smile, and he says, "It's all yours, fat boy."
Yeah, don't push your luck, lad. Alright, so we're good. We're good now. Technically combat's going, but...
Yep.
Alright, well, first of all, I will take the lovely, filthy rag out of his mouth.
You take it out. He says nothing. He just stares at you.
Good. I look at him and go, again, look at him and just look around, obviously surveying the dusted remains of his former students, more importantly, the rings on the ground, or the bouquets of flowers that they've become, whatever you want to fucking call them, looks at him and go, for the record, lad, I almost hoped it wouldn't have to come to this. Doing something that you would probably enjoy is, well, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but sometimes one must do things for the greater good. Although I do have to thank you for, as much as I loathe the idea of you using your students as, well, we'll get to that in a minute, at least it'll help what's about to happen. So, first and foremost, Lupius. Penny, when I ask you a question, not only will you answer the question, you will answer with complete honesty.
Sure thing, boss, Dan Cooper says.
I was going to say, I haven't given permission for him to talk yet, so...
Oh, well, yep.
I was going to say, just like...
He says nothing.
I'll just go nod if you understand.
He nods at you.
Good. No, since you're such a fan of giving these people a show and having a spotlight, I figure we might as well give them something to properly talk about. So, that little thaumaturgy thing of yours...
Jesus Christ! Oh.
No,
I'm sorry. No, Kitty just resubbed for 7 months now, and it scared the living shit out of me.
Oh, thank you, Kitty.
Oh, thank you, Kitty.
Thank you, Kitty.
Sorry.
All right. So yeah, please cast that voice amplifying thaumaturgy on yourself that you love so much. Does he do so?
He nods, and he casts thaumaturgy on himself to amplify his voice.
Right. And then I do the same to myself. Look back, turn around for a moment, look at the crowd and go, 1,000 pardons, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, and those in attendance. I understand you're in for a fight, but unfortunately the work of the Lord must intervene at this time. As you saw today, this wee lad, while he may be loved by many, has been, he has some dark secrets that I feel can no longer be ignored simply for the sake of getting along, and for the greater good, and for the sake of trying to save what's left of this wretched lad's soul. I feel the only way to truly help walk the path of absolution, all sins must be revealed in order to be absolved. So, with that being said, welcome to what I'm going to basically be calling the first ever Fellowship of Steel Tribunal hearing.
The
Mr.
audience murmurs.
I know,
And then they fall
don't
silent.
worry, I'll take a moment of your time, trust me, and then we will get back to the fight everyone wants to see. So looks
They
back
fall
over at
silent, watching to see what will happen.
I just nudged the barbarian and it's going, this is going to be good.
I was going to say, son, you and I clearly have different ideas on what's going to be good. Wake me when the damn thing's over. He puts his hat down and goes to sleep.
Meanwhile, Silverhair's just like leaning over, hunched over, looking out the window, going, "Oh, it's definitely got interesting."
Yes, well, I first of all help Dan at least to his knees, so he's not just lying down on the ground, so he's at least in a position, well, suitable to his current situation. Look over at Dan and go, "So, where to begin?" Well, why don't we start with something simple? I've noticed a lot of people in the crowd today are enjoying Nomengard brand white wine, I believe it is, or white wine, yes. Our dear friend, Mr. Cooper here, is actually a purveyor of such, and at times during our time together, has distributed many a bottle amongst the community.
Silverhair cheers. Ah, yes, my favorite vintage. Thank you, Dan.
Gonna say, Flupius, as that is your true name, would you care to tell the people of this crowd what is the primary, the only ingredient in those bottles of wine?
Flupius looks at you, and then he looks at the crowd, and it looks as if he's thinking of what to do.
I also have my hammer pointed very closely to him with the talisman of pure good in plain sight.
And then he raises his hands and he says, "Betray my trade secrets? Never!" And he takes 5d10 psychic damage.
Interesting.
22 points of damage there.
We're going to try this again, and trust me, lad, this only gets more painful for you the longer you stall out. So, please tell the people what is the main ingredient in your vintage Nomengard wine.
He takes his index fingers and plugs them in his ears, and he says, "Blah, blah, 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 not listening."
Very well, then. Where are you at? I was hoping we didn't have to do this, but I would like to cast, and I know this is actually 2 spells I'd like to cast at this point, one of which I'm not particularly fond of, but I feel must be done. So, could you please bring up a spell known simply as Curse?
Very well. Spell Curse.
Of course.
Of course, it's not there. I will get it. I will get it on another screen and read it out to everyone. Of course.
Give me a minute. I can probably find it.
Do you mean Bestow Curse?
Actually, yeah, I think it's Bestow Curse.
So that will come up. You touch a creature, and that creature must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or become cursed for the duration of the spell. When you cast a spell, choose the nature of the curse from the following options. Choose an ability score. While cursed, the target has disadvantage on all checks.
I'd like to point out, I'd like to use this at the fifth level, since he's being a pain in the ass.
The duration will be 8 hours.
Oh.
So you touch him, bestowing a curse upon him. What would you like that curse to be?
I would like him to have disadvantage on charisma saves.
Ooh, a good choice. Very well. Continue. He cannot act.
All right. Once I've done that, I would like to cast Zone of Truth.
Ooh. Bringing that up so everyone can see. Create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius. Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, the creature can't speak a deliberate lie. And so he's going to make his charisma saving throw with disadvantage here. He fails. He cannot speak a lie.
Let's try this one more thing. Basically, I lean over and go, one more time with feeling, Dan. We wouldn't want to keep your beloved audience away, would we now?
He
Would you
looks
care to
at
answer
you
the
with
question?
rage on his face.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he looks at you with rage on his face, but says nothing.
Yep.
Continue.
Yeah. Flupius, answer the question.
He looks around, and he says, "Very well! Fans of my fine beverage, the secret ingredient is..." He lowers his voice to a whisper. "Piss."
And it's still three. I was going to say, Flupius, you will answer the question. And you'll repeat the statement, but at full volume, please.
He looks at you, he scrunches up his face, and then like a petulant child, he stamps his feet on the ground, and he shouts the words so everyone can hear it. Piss! The crowd, a murmur immediately goes through the crowd. They begin a frenzy, talking amongst themselves, and then Silverhair simply says, Jeb, wake up for a moment. Dan Cooper.
This and has already fallen off his chair laughing his ass off.
You've all
I
been
hear that
drinking
right?
piss.
Oh, wait, did you know about... Hey, wait, you know about this man?
Oh, we all knew about it.
Oh, suck shit, you old fool. You've been drinking piss.
Well, I don't know quite what to say there. Some cultures have their strange delicacies. I can accept that. But...
Oh, no. He's just selling his piss just because.
Oh, well, you've heard it straight from the horse's mouth, folks.
Yeah,
Dan
horse,
Cooper.
I was gonna say, horse, at this point, he sounds more like a jackass.
Yes, well, I agree with you on that one thing there, Jeb. It definitely sounds like we've all been hacked.
I was going to say, pen back to Angus is looking going, aye, one of his ideas of a practical joke. Very witty. Everyone sort of, well, most of the group went along with it because they thought it'd be fun and he assumed he'd be able to make money off of it, which he did. He swindled many a town along his way. Well, with the except of this fine place in Newfoundland. I believe he's still currently banned for life from the store. Thanks once again, Lenine. But let's move on there. That one was simply more of a practical joke. We need to start moving into more serious territory. So let's start with a simple one, because I know we're on the clock and everyone has places to be. Shortly after our journey began, we did a quick quest retrieving, I believe, Thundering Rockseeker from an expedition. On our way back, however, we were accosted by a band of orcs who demanded we hand him over in terms to save the town. Dan Cooper started things off nicely enough by trying to simply outbid their employer at the time, which they refused because of the money involved. So his next idea, quite simply, was to offer up a nearby settlement for them to raid, plunder, and basically, in his own words, do whatever they feel they need to do in order to get their money's worth out of it. Lupius, could you tell the nice people what that place was called?
Lupius looks at the ground, then at you, and then he places his hand over his mouth and murmurs, barely audible.
I was going to say, his hands are shackled behind.
Oh yeah, that's
back.
right, yes. Yeah, he can't. He looks, bows his head, and then he says, what was the name of this town again?
I believe Sunderland is the answer you're looking for, lad.
That's the one, he says, as he kicks sand on the ground. Damn, I should have sent them to Moradin.
So, how's the crowd feeling after basically finding out he was more than happy
Yes.
to just...
A large gasp comes from the crowd. And even though the majority of the crowd aren't from Phandalin, a sizable percentage of them are, and they immediately begin hurling angry insults at Dan. Soon, the rest of the crowd begins to join in.
All right. Now, I know I have a list a mile long, but let's move on to the most serious and damning. Well, apart from the actually, we'll bring this one. No, two more then, I suppose. Let's speed this along. Sorry, folks, I almost forgot about today's actions, but we'll get to that in half a second. My apologies, 1,000 pardons. The Lord's work is never done. Brief question. During a quick trip in the Feywilds, we were unfortunately too late to save 2 children who we'd been told had been lost there. By the time we had saved the monsters that had taken them, they were naught but poor remains. What did you wish to do with the remains of these 2 children that we could not save?
Dan looks around, then he clears his throat and he says, I wish to fashion their skulls into a set of fine bonkers.
And when you finally decided to hand them over after much duress, many threats, and about half the party demanding your head in compensation if you didn't, what did you do? What were you doing during the burial of these 2 unnamed and innocent children that you, and I quote, wish to fancy a fancy pair of bongo drums out of?
He steps forward, and without access to his arms, he does his best to take a bow. Oh, yeah, he's completely shackled up, arms.
He's pretty much on his knees and shackled, so he can't really...
He merely smiles with a flourish and says, why, I was stealing coin from the donation box.
Mm-hmm. By the way, that reminds me, I best look into that once we're done.
Nigel just shouts down to Angus, don't forget about the mustaches!
Yes.
Oh yes, of course. You also desecrated those poor children's remains, didn't you, before finally handing them over?
Dan Cooper, it chuckles. He says, a harmless joke. I just wanted to lighten the situation. It was a funeral after all.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Now, on to today's most damning evidence. The ghouls that you had kept in here that you managed to sneak in last night. Where did you get them from?
He says, why, I thought it was quite clear. Students of mine from my fabulous bardic academy. You know, sometimes bard training can be dangerous.
And this rule applies to all of your students who have applied to this college.
He says, well, yes, well, they're dead. I doubt they care what happens to their bodies.
No, I meant the live ones. Any of your fellow students currently living.
Are they
the
all
ones
dead?
Who signed themselves over to you, who looked up to you, who also defended you when I first questioned you about the motives of said college. Does this also apply to them?
He says, yes, well, I don't know if they all know it, but it was in the fine print on that contract they all signed.
Well, unless there's... Actually, I do have one last quick question before we get to sentencing. During your, in one of your more curious hobbies that you had, at one point every battle we came to, you would collect an ornament or trophy from battle. Would you mind telling the lovely crowds what you were collecting at one point?
He guffaws, bursting into laughter, and he shouts, I collected their penises!
And the question that I actually don't know the answer of at this point, what was the purpose of this?
He looks, he narrows his eyes, and he says, a simple one, my dear Angus. To spite you.
I love how the music just dropped when you said that.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, at this point in time, I believe, unless anyone else has any other questions I'd like to throw in his way, I believe that's going to do us. So, the necromancy alone and manipulation.
Before you continue the sentencing, Silverhair says, I have one, if I may. When you said the ingredient of the wine was piss, just to clarify, that's not a foreign word in some other language to describe a perfectly normal ingredient. That's referring to the bodily fluid.
I stop
correct?
him right there, just grab him on his shoulder. It's his fucking piss!
Very well. Sir Angus, continue, please.
Well, the necromancy alone should easily be a death sentence. However, due to numerous people consistently insisting that you've changed your ways, not that you've proven that today, that you are as far away from redemption and absolution as anyone could possibly go without the devil himself turning up. From this point, you're being put on, well, let's say a light sentence. By which I mean you're allowed to live until the greater threat of this world is taken care of. Until then, you'll be put under my very watchful gaze, and believe me, if you think this gas was bad, wait till we get to the next one. So, for now, Flupius, once this match is over, you will return to the Cloud Castle to... Wait, does that Cloud Castle have an actual brig of any
Yes.
description?
It does.
Good.
It
You'll
does.
return to the brig and will be locked in there. You will be allowed to compete in the team tournament at the end of this tournament, but consider that your last action as a free man for the rest of your days, until we can find a more permanent solution for you, since we both know that sending you to hell is nothing more than a vacation.
Dan Cooper smart. Yep, go continue.
I was going to say, before I had a chance to respond in any size, shape, or form, I looked to the crowd and go, apologies for that. I just wanted to make sure that for 5 minutes people could see him for what he truly is. His sins revealed, and has chosen no path of absolution, only the damnation that awaits him. Now, without further ado, we shall... Oh, sorry.
The crowd simply stares back at you in stunned, shocked silence.
I turn back to Dan, turn back and go, now we will... let us finish this match. Where was I? Oh, right. I ask him, I turn off the thaumaturgy to myself and ask him to do the same.
He turns off the thaumaturgy, and then as soon as it is done, he smiles and he says, thank you for letting me live, Angus, my friend, but I'll be honest with you, I don't plan on living for much longer. And then he winks.
I simply just stare blankly back at him going, trust me, lad. We both feel the same way, though I suppose we have different ways of getting there. Believe me, the second I find a more permanent solution, you will be out of this realm's lives forever. Now, I've been nice about this mostly because of the insistence of everyone else, but... can I send you a message later, Dale? Because I do have one more instruction for him to follow.
I will look forward to that.
Excellent. But for the meantime, and I basically take my hand and crack him square across the jaw as hard as I can.
The punch knocks him unconscious, and
Actually, no, I was
Silverhair...
going to say, wouldn't an unarmed thing only do 4 damage? Because I'd
It
like
does.
To... But, and while he's lying on the ground, I lean over and go, now then, you can tell the nice man that you surrender. And I turn on my heel and begin walking out of the arena.
I pronounce Angus the winner. Now, excuse me, I have to go and purge in the bathroom.
Yeah, I do have some instructions when I get back to the Cloud Castle, because obviously a lot of shit just got set in motion, but thank you, everyone, for, one, allowing me to get all that out in the open, and I really hope that we can at least stop badgering me about being an asshole to Dan. Thank you for your time.
As you walk off the field, Scully revolves, taking in everything that he's
I
witnessed.
look over at Scully on my way out and go, oh, by the way, Scully, you're free to do as you please. He's all yours. Just make sure there's enough of him left to get into a prison cell. If anything, feel free to join him. I'm sure he could use the company.
He smiles and he says, "Oh, I think I can spare some time in my schedule to keep this fine chap company. At least for a while." And then you walk off the field as Scully hovers over Dan, opens his mouth, and begins to blast him with razor fire.
Oh,
God. That was a fantastic round.
I was going to say, just got half the crowd either in shock, silence, absolute outrage. Commentators basically, well, one's off to the bathroom, the other one's sitting there going, well, I mean, holy Moradin's flaming ass crack, what the hell was that?
Well, I'm back. I think I've purged everything I've consumed in at least the last 12 hours, but, oh dear, I have a whole cellar of that stuff at home.
Yeah, see, this right here is why I brew my own damn mead. Well, I mean, I can't do much adventuring now, so I had to do something to pass the time, but damn, did I dodge a bullet. How you feeling?
Well, I think what we need is another round to cleanse the palate. So let's just move on with our next matchup. Okay, next matchup.
Sorry that
Four.
that took as long
Four,
as it
that
did.
is Milo versus Reva.
No! No!
Now, this
Milo Tealif versus Reva Throat Slitter.
No!
The crowd gives a subdued clap as both combatants step onto the
Oh
field.
no!
I
Well,
need a minute.
after Milo, hey, it was either going to be Milo or Nargle. Who would you rather? Or Bartleby.
I was
But
gonna say, yeah, you're either fighting a nuke launcher, Mr. I throw spiders at everything, or the giant 6-7 foot tall dragonborn who can actually see you.
Yep.
yes, have fun, kids. After yesterday's rounds, I'm quite aware that Milo is aware of some rather nightmarish things. But after what just happened, I think, I think this one will be quite tame. What say you, Jeb?
Well, this is going to be an interesting matchup. I mean, on one hand, you got this guy who absolutely nearly traumatized his apparent best friend. Has anyone actually checked to see how he's doing? On the other hand, we have the winner of the greatest matchup that no one ever did see. So it's going to be interesting to see how these two fight.
Very well. We shall see. Roll
Hey,
initiative,
look on the bright
please.
side, Kitty. Look on the bright side, Kitty. At least you don't win the Yamchar Award for first man eliminated,
Yeah, that goes to Dan Cooper.
who had to surrender because, fuck it.
God,
See,
I don't
his
know how
original, the instructions he gave me were to resist your Gias and then forfeit. But you cursed him with the Zone of Truth and kind of forced
Yep.
him into actually getting...
I've been planning that one for months. I knew damn well I was going to make sure he didn't get a chance to forfeit on his own. There was no running from this bullshit. If the will of God be done, I'm going to have to...
Let the battle begin! The bell rings. Reva,
Rumble, baby!
you are up first.
Oh, I'm having some real anxiety right now. Okay. I guess.
Go invisible.
Fuck, he can fucking fly.
He can fly, but you can shoot him. You are one of the few people who's actually capable of hitting him while he's flying. And you are invisible.
Fuck, and he uses dex attacks.
Yep.
Of all the people, I would have preferred Nargle because he uses strength attacks and I could use Ray of Enfeeblement.
You could have, yes.
Okay,
Yeah, but I also have
okay.
spells and.
It looks like Nargle's going to be going up against Bartleby.
Oh my god! I'm gonna go up against
Little
T-Rex.
wizard. Okay, So I'm gonna walk up or run up a pillar
Yep.
with
All
my.
right, make a.
I don't need to because
Oh yeah, yes, right. You've got your
I've
cloak.
got my
Just
cloak.
run straight up it. Position yourself atop one of the nearby pillars, and then what would you like to do?
I will use my bonus action to dip my arrows.
Dip your arrows in poison, and you still
And
have your normal action.
I have my normal action. I shall shoot Remy reluctantly.
Very well. You raise your bow with a poison arrow and fire. Roll your hit roll.
Would I have my weapons ready, or would I have to?
Yes, you're going out into the
using-
arena with the weapons drawn.
I'm using my shield, so my armor class is 21.
21. Okay.
Why? Why?
Oh, you can still hit him, Kitty. You can still hit him.
With your dex, it's pretty highly likely that you're going to hit me.
Plus, you've got the high ground advantage at the moment. So you roll with advantage. 'Cause you are on
And
top
I
of the
have
pillar.
And I have +2. I just not +2. +2
Yeah.
to my 9. So
Yes.
plus 11. So 2d20s because I'm rolling with advantage. 6 plus
You
11.
You let loose an arrow and it sticks harmlessly in the sand next to Milo. Milo, it is your turn.
Wait, oh fuck, I used my bonus action. Okay, yep.
Yep, Milo,
Because
you're
she
up.
fired at me, do I know where she is?
You do.
You get a
You have an
vague- yeah,
idea.
you have an idea. but
Can
you're
I
still
use
gonna
my
be hitting
Slayer's
with-
Prey?
You can use your Slayer's Prey, yes.
I use my Slayer's Prey as my bonus action,
Yep,
and then I
I know
use
what that is.
Protection from Poison as my actual action.
very
which
well.
is a second level spell, which gives me resistance to poison, which makes me immune to poison because I have a natural resistance.
Yep. And would you like to move?
Yes, I would like to move to the lower right pillar behind it so that I'm out of her vision.
There we go. You rush behind the pillar. Consolation prize, Kitty. His HP is not too high, so with some
I think it's
well-placed
still
sneak
higher than
attacks-
mine.
It is, but with some well-placed sneak attacks, you can whittle him down. Very well. Reaver, it's your turn.
Poison.
Did you not just listen to
Yeah,
those?
did you
Yeah,
not
he's
just hear
immune
that he's
now.
immune?
Yeah, he's immune now.
Oh shit. Color
Okay.
spray.
Where would you like to go? What would you like to do?
Well, I want to move so I can see him.
Yep, so onto the southernmost pillar.
Yeah.
Leap off the pillar, run across the sand, and leap onto the next pillar.
Okay. Okay.
And that protection
Um,
from poison lasts an hour, just so that
It does,
you know.
yep.
Okay. Um.
I mean, you still pack a punch with your sneak attacks.
I will cast darkness
On him, very well.
on him directly, so it follows him.
Yes, so it follows him. Very well. You
Ooh.
envelop him.
That also
in...
means that if you summon Bluebeard, he won't be able to
he's-
see.
Yeah, he can't see either. You envelop him in a cloud of magical darkness, impenetrable. You still have your bonus action, but I don't think there's anything you can do.
I have a scroll of firebolt.
Yeah, you can try hit him with that.
Could I use? That's an action though, not a bonus action.
Yeah, that is correct.
All right.
Alright, we'll pass the turn to Milo. Your turn.
I
So I'm stealthed and hidden, and you're blind.
Yep, she's hidden.
So-
and you're blinded.
what level was that darkness?
First
It's a
level.
cantrip, yeah. So first.
I cast daylight on myself,
Ah,
and that is a third level, so that's one of my third levels gone.
Yep.
Well,
you've
see,
broken
like,
the...
Mr.
I see there's a lot of useless darkness being thrown around in today's matches.
Yeah, 2 tieflings, 2 darkness, and a whole lot of nothing to show for it.
Fair. Let's hope this one doesn't end with me finding out that pie I ate earlier had
Hey, man,
bloody
I'll still-
species in it or something.
Hey, look, I got no problems watching that again. Hell, I'll remember this for a long-ass time.
Okay,
that was
so
my-
that's your turn.
that's
your
my
action.
action.
Yep, so you get your bonus action and your move action.
So I don't know where she is now, because she didn't
No.
actually do anything to me. Okay. Now, let me get the map back up. Okay, so I don't know where she is. I've used a bonus action.
You can.
No, I've used my action.
Yeah, you used your
I
action.
summon Bluebeard,
Yep.
and
That's a whole lot more hit points to deal with.
I fly up to the top of the pillar and perch on the pillar, keeping an eye out.
Very well. Yarr! I hate it when those ships blend into the sea. Just pointing out, you can actually use an action to do an investigation check to see if you can see her footprints to give you an idea where she is.
Yep, that's... Yeah, but then I don't get my extra
Yeah.
attack, so
That
that'll
is-
be what I
yeah.
do in
Yeah.
my next turn if I don't know where she is.
Yep. Okay, Reva, your turn.
I will.
I need to write down his hit points somewhere.
Scream in frustration. I will use my scroll of firebolt.
All right, on Milo, sure. Roll
Yeah.
for hit, please.
Fuck, what do I roll to hit with a scroll?
Okay, so this is not on your spell list. So
Yeah.
I would like you to make an intelligence check, DC 11. Actually, just DC 10 because this is a cantrip. Firebolt.
You know I've already passed, pretty much.
Yeah, of course.
Because
of
anything under a 10 is a 10.
Course. Of course. Yeah, so you've already passed, so you're automatically using this.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll to hit, please.
Oh, I've already hit. Because
Yep.
it's a DC 11.
Oh, that was to cast the spell. You still need to roll to hit with the spell.
What? Okay.
Yeah, because you were rolling to actually use the scroll because it's not on your spell list. Now you need to actually hit him with it.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Okay. And what modifier do I have for that?
So for that, it's intelligence.
Intelligence, which is plus
Well,
one.
actually, it's your spell attack modifier.
My spell
which
attack
is-
modifier,
yeah.
which is intelligence.
Yes.
But with proficiency, yeah. So it's
Yeah.
9.
Yep.
24.
Oh, a hit! Okay.
I've never cast
Out of-
Firebolt before. What do I do?
Okay, I'm going to tell you what to do. Out of nowhere, a ray of fire surges forwards, Milo, and it hits you. Okay. Kitty, he is taking from that 3d10 points of damage. So go ahead and roll it.
3d10. Oh,
10 points
that
of
was
fire
terrible.
damage.
I
That's
have
still
fire
10
resistance.
points.
And you
Yeah,
have
so
fire resistance,
5
so
points.
5.
5.
And I have
But-
fire resistance, so if you use
Yeah,
fire
but-
on me, also help.
But first blood goes to Reva, landing the first blow against Milo.
Okay, so that was my action.
Yep.
I shall use my move action to move somewhere else.
Yep, I would like you to make a stealth check with advantage, please, because he now knows where you are and he will be watching for your footprints.
Let her say that herself.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you get a...
14 plus
Yeah, that's alright.
12.
Okay, what is your passive wisdom, Milo?
I haven't updated it for a while, so can you just remind me how
It's just
Calculated.
it's 10 plus,
Plus
your
your
perception
wisdom.
score. Yeah.
Okay, so my passive perception is 16.
Yeah, so
Ah.
you try to watch to see where her footprints lead, but you lose track of her. Where would you like to go, Reva?
Just on another pillar.
All right, this one here, the very next one.
No, further
Oh.
away.
Further
Looks
away.
like
All right,
Yeah.
up on.
Just say, looks like little Miss Appear just did another disappearing act.
And now my
It's-
bonus
Go ahead.
action. I'm not going to bother hiding because I'm already
Yeah, 'cause
hidden.
you're already hidden.
How far can I throw?
A range of a throw. Let's see. Throw. Well, it depends what you're throwing. What are you trying to throw?
A lightning bomb.
A lightning bomb? Let me see.
I
That's-
forgot you had those.
Yeah, that will be a range of up to 60 feet. So just out of your range, unfortunately.
But that's okay because I'm going to throw it somewhere else.
Go ahead.
Actually,
Why not?
wait, no, because he'll see it going from my point of
You
origin.
will,
Yeah.
yes.
You can follow the trajectory.
Yeah.
I should have
so
thrown it
you're-
before I moved.
Oh, you know, for next round, Milo, your turn.
That and I would have been in range then too. Alright. Yep. I'm good.
Let's see what Milo's gonna do.
30, 40, 45, 60.
So I need to
Okay.
remove that scroll of firebolt now I've used it.
Yep. And you got first blood, but only
First
5
blood.
damage, unfortunately.
Just looking at my stuff here. Damn, I don't have any of these. Oh, and I didn't put branding smite into my fucking. Damn it. Let's see. For my first bonus action, I cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Yep. And so now your AC is 24.
Rude.
No, sorry, 23.
23. But it does require concentration,
Missy!
so...
I will be right back. I need to put Missy outside. She just fucking dropped half my stuff.
That's what pets do. So how's everyone enjoying the tournament so far?
I think they are.
What?
I think they are really enjoying it, yes.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry,
Yep.
I'm just getting rid of the level 1 spell slot. I don't want to...
That's right. I didn't use a spell. I used
I-
a cantrip.
Okay, I'm going to use my actual action. No, that was a bonus action. I'm going to use my actual action to try and see if I can see her.
Locate her?
Yeah.
Very well. So what did you roll on your stealth check, Reaver?
Stupid high. Where was it? Where is it?
We'll
Just
scroll up
above.
and see it.
The
Yep,
2D20.
2D20. Yeah, you rolled, 14 plus. Okay,
Plus
so,
12.
Okay, so
gone.
in order to locate her, you will need to pass a investigation check DC 26.
Oh, Jesus.
Wouldn't that be survival?
Oh yeah, survival. Yeah,
This is possible
Slightly
if I get a
better.
nat 20.
it is.
Oh, yeah. 5% chance, roll them.
Damn it.
Oh.
That's 22.
Oh.
Just
Dang.
short. Well, that's your action done.
Yep.
And your bonus action was Shield of Faith, so that's your turn. Reaver, you're up.
That's it for you.
Okay, I'm going to cast a new spell I've added to my repertoire.
Ooh.
Cloud of Daggers.
Ooh. Well, let me bring that up so we can all see what it does. Cloud of Daggers. Oh.
Ah.
What's it
No,
do?
I'll just...
You
I've
fill
got it
the
here.
air with spinning daggers in a cube 5 feet on each side.
Centered on a point, which you choose within range. A creature takes 4d4 slashing damage when it enters the spell's area or starts its turn there. However, it has a range of 60 feet, so you will have to move a bit closer.
That's okay.
Would you like to move back to the pillar you were on before?
No, the closer one.
Alright, here we go. And now go ahead and cast the spell, and you're going to center it on him, I presume?
Yep.
Alright, 5 feet on each side. Alright. That's your action done. What would you like to do for your bonus action? You can throw it on, but he will know where you are. He will still be hitting with disadvantage because you're invisible, though.
I will sit tight.
Sit tight. Very well. Milo, at the start of your turn, you are going to take 4d4 damage. So go ahead and roll that, Reaver.
There's no, like, dex or
No
anything?
save.
Okay,
No save at all. Just 4d4.
Yeah, let's see who does a class
Oh,
knives.
5 damage as
Oh, that was garbage.
her floating daggers stab at you.
Ow.
A nice
Stop it.
play,
At hell's
but,
heart I stab at thee.
nice play, but I feel if you're going to resort to those sorts of methods, you may as well just stab them yourself.
Yeah, well, you don't want to get too close. Oh, yeah, you go up ahead and you go stab a guy sitting on top of a goddamn wyvern. You know how hard those things bite?
Yeah, well, that's why I'd get you to do it.
Yeah, well, even with one leg, I could happily arm wrestle a wyvern in submission. You know, I fought lots of fun things like that. You know, bears, wyverns. Well, actually, fun story. I actually lost this leg on a really dodgy bet. See, the missus said to me, you know, Jeb, you can't go out there and fight a half-starved owlbear with your bare hands. It ain't going to end well. She keeps insisting that she said you shouldn't, not you couldn't. But, you know, I took that as a bet, and, well, here we are.
Yes, I quite remember that. We all tried to talk you out of it, but you wouldn't listen. And if I recall, your wife, despite being a cleric of Moradin, to this day refuses to restore your leg, quote-unquote, to teach you a lesson.
Yeah, well, she likes to think it taught me a
Remy.
lesson. If anything, it proved that I was
Yep.
right. 'Cause that
What
damn
you gonna
thing died
do?
3 days later.
Wait for these guys to
Okay,
finish their commentary.
Milo's turn. Yep, Milo's turn.
Talking
It
over
was
you.
going a little bit long there.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, if I were to ready an action to move... actually, no, first, did I see her cast a spell? Was there a flash of light from
No,
her
you
hand?
wouldn't see it. It
No,
just
this
appears.
just materialized.
Okay. If I were to use my action to set up a bonus action to set up a reaction,
Yep.
would it use the next round's movement, or would it use this round's movement if it was to move?
It would use next. You would do it on as a reaction on her turn, but then the rounds after that you would not have movement. Correct.
Okay. Shit.
Or you can choose. You can choose not to move this turn and reserve that for your reaction if you'd like.
Okay.
This is really hard.
I would like to set up a reaction, if possible. Tell me if it's possible. Where as soon as I see her do anything, such as fire an arrow or use another magic spell that has a visible show, to move as much of my movement towards her as possible.
That can be done. Yes.
Preferably close enough that. Oh, but I wouldn't get an attack of reaction, would I?
You wouldn't, but you'd be within range, and you'd have your rounds directly after that.
Unless she finished her round with moving.
Yes, but you would still have a chance to catch her moving away.
This is really hard when I can see where she is, but I have to act like I don't.
I know.
Sorry.
I fly my full 60 feet to the pillar where I originally saw her. So the one
Yep.
that's directly to the left of me.
Yep, this one.
No, it's one to the right.
Oh, yeah, one to the right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I counted that, sorry. This way I still have my reaction.
Yep.
And my whip is 10 feet, so I would be close enough.
Yep.
And I set up a
Flail
reaction.
around.
I set
Yeah,
up my
like-
reaction that
If you
if
see
I
her do
see her
something,
move.
to lash your whip in that direction.
Yep.
Okay, that's it. Yep.
And that,
And then with your actual action, what would you like to do?
I don't really have anything that I can do.
Have anything that attacks in a radius? Why am I helping you?
Why are you?
Very well. Reva, it's your turn.
Is he giving up? On an action, yeah?
I'm gonna use my action to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Very well. Cure that little bit of damage.
Fair. Okay.
Alright.
Cure Wounds is 1d8 plus my spellcasting.
Yep.
I'll just get to my spellcasting. What is it? Spellcasting ability modifier. Sorry, which is not my attack. Which is Wisdom, which is plus
It's
2.
your wisdom mod.
D8 plus 2. 9 damage. 9.
You mean 9 health?
9.
Yeah.
Yes, the heal's
Oh,
9.
Back up to 104 of 105.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Very well.
You know you're not supposed to eventually how much health you have, but this is fine.
Reva,
Oh, what
it's your turn.
Oh, well.
Alright,
Yeah, doesn't really matter.
okay, well my health's only 76, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Alright, go ahead. Roll. No advantage, just normal.
1d20 plus 11. Only 20.
Oh, only 20. Unfortunately, your arrow misses. Now, Remy, go
Wait.
ahead.
Oh shit, yeah, okay.
Reaction?
Not with disadvantage because I'm on Bluebeard.
Yes. So you're just a normal attack.
8, 9, 10, 11 plus 11. Because I'm using my legendary whip. That's 29.
Shit, that hits.
That's a hit. Roll for damage.
Okie dokie. So my Slayer's Prey gives me an extra d6.
Can I dodge this?
Yeah, you will. You automatically dodge it as a reaction.
Okay.
But you still take half of the damage.
Yeah, I just need to... Where's my dodge again? It's a deck save, isn't it?
That's no save. It just automatically happens as a reaction.
3d6
Oh.
plus 11. No, not 11 because this is actually damage, so I don't get my.
Oh yeah. Evasion's a
so-
deck save.
7.
Yeah. Alright,
yeah.
so
16.
So half of
16,
16.
so you take 8 points of damage, Reva.
Alright.
Now you may continue your turn.
Just a moment. Ah!
No. Whoa.
Whoa!
So, as my bonus action, I'm going to drop an arrow
Just
onto
drop
the
one.
ground. Yep, I'm going to drop it onto the ground, just sort of as if, you know, as if I dropped it by accident.
Yep.
And then
Very
I'm going to
well.
move across the other side. The
Very
side
well.
opposite.
Make a stealth check with advantage, please.
4 plus 12.
Alright, 16.
Yeah,
And then
16.
you rush over. Actually, Remy, what's your passive perception score?
16.
16. Okay. you actually see her footprints as she runs across the field, leading to the pillar, and you have a pretty good idea that's where she ran to.
You spotted my ruse.
Yes.
Foiled again.
Okay, Milo, your turn.
You know where I am. No! That means you can make a normal attack.
I fly to her, and while I'm flying to her, I use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark,
Yep. Boy.
which is another first level. I need to get rid of 2 first levels because I use Cure Wounds. Yep. Okay, so that adds another d6 to every weapon attack, whereas Slave
Yep.
Prey is only the first attack of every round.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna hit her with my whip.
Alright,
Again.
go ahead.
Try to anyway.
Roll to hit. That's a hit. Roll for damage.
Okay, so that is now 4 d6s.
Which whip?
My legendary whip.
Yeah, he's only using
Oh.
one. 'Cause he's
Yeah, I'm
a
only using
shield
one
as
because
well.
I've got my shield.
Oh,
Because
okay.
a lot of my spells are bonus actions, so I wouldn't get my secondary attack.
Yeah.
Anyway, my dual wielding attack.
I was just asking because if it did like poison damage, I don't take half of that.
No,
No.
I take the full lot of that.
and you're not weak to radiant, are you?
No.
No.
Okay.
I checked that earlier.
Yes.
Yeah, Tieflings are not weak to
Tieflings
radiant.
and not fallen demons are.
Yeah.
7.
M2 checked this.
Yeah, I've got
checked
enough
this more than
human in
once.
me
Yeah, that's
to
enough.
to not be weak to it.
I use my final first level spell slot to cast a first level smite,
Yep. Alright, so all up.
which I'm sorry, but I just need to quickly look up. It's 2d. Good thing Ranger and Paladin are right next to each other.
Yes.
Uh,
Because they're
2d8.
essentially the same class. Yep.
All right, what do you roll for Hellish Rebuke? Is it 3D?
It's 3d10 for your Hellish Rebuke, and yes, you can do it as a reaction.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for him to finish.
Alright, so that's
33
going...
on that first attack.
Yep, so that's going to be 16 points of damage for Reva, because any dodge.
Didn't she use her reaction before to dodge? And this is
It's-
not her new turn.
I
yeah.
can't use Hellish Rebuke then.
Yeah, if you can either dodge or use Hellish Rebuke, one or the other.
I'll dodge.
Alright, so that is 16 points of damage.
Yep. Okay.
Alright.
And then I try to hit her again with my second attack.
Yep. And
only a
that
15.
is... Yeah, that's a miss. She dodges out of the way. Alright. It is your turn, Reva.
Okie dokie.
Okay,
What would you like to do? Throw a bomb and run off?
I'm gonna cast Hideous Laughter.
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. Alright, so...
Oh,
Remy, you
and
need
he
to-
didn't take his 4d4 at the
Oh,
start.
yeah, that's right. Alright, so roll your
Right.
4d4.
Yeah.
Is the spell actually following me around? Or
Yeah.
was it...
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So your 4d4.
4d4.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So you take 8.
points of damage. And now, Milo, make a wisdom save, please.
Yep. I just got to work out 8 damage.
Wait, what's he making a wisdom save for?
For the
Hideous
catches,
laughter.
laughter.
For the what? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry. What's he making it against?
your spell DC.
Okay. Which is 17.
Yep.
No.
He failed. He is knocked prone, laughing, guffawing. In fact,
Does he fall
falls
off Blue
Bluebeard, and he takes 7 points of bashing damage from the fall. Man overboard! Okay.
Would that no, it wouldn't unsummon Bluebeard.
No, it wouldn't. Would you like to use your bonus action to throw a bomb?
Yep.
Alright.
I will be throwing a lightning bomb, which is 2d10s.
Yep, and
After
he
I
can,
successfully throw it.
yep. Well,
So I
actually,
need
no,
to-
it works like a spell. He just has to do a dex save. So
Okay.
you're going to make a dex save with disadvantage, Remy, because you're prone.
Is that against my dex?
No, it's just going to be a simple, like when he's trying to dodge a lightning bolt.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
he failed. He failed. Okay, so now you roll your damage for your bomb.
Yeah, 2d10s.
2d10. So go ahead, roll it.
2d10. Oh, really? I'm rolling
Wow, really
garbage.
bad dice.
Oh my
What? That's
god.
4 points of electric damage for Milo, and I now suppose you'd like to move away.
Yep.
All right, make a stealth check with advantage, please.
15 plus 12. So
Yep. So where would you
I'm
like to
invisible.
move? Where would you like to move to?
The other side. No, the other side.
Over
yeah.
here. Yeah.
But
All
up.
right. Up.
Like
Yeah.
so I moved diagonally. Yeah.
Yeah, to there. Okay. Okay, Milo, it's your turn. You are currently prone. Start by, please, I would like Reva to roll 4d4 for the dagger damage.
4d4. That's better.
12 points of damage. Now make a wisdom save, please, Milo.
For the hideous
Yeah,
laughter.
for the hideous laughter. Fail again.
Oh.
Okay. Will this...
But I can't
Yep.
command Bluebeard to do anything, can I?
Nope. Because
Yeah.
you are completely debilitated for
I'm
the round.
so sorry, Remy.
Okay, Reva, your turn.
Oh,
Would
it
you
feels
like
so
to
bad.
Would you like to shoot him with an arrow and get advantage on the roll?
Yeah, I would.
And also, Remy, because you've been knocked prone with the hideous laughter, you've lost concentration on your shield of faith.
Oh no.
So go ahead, Reva. Roll with advantage.
18 plus 11.
That's a hit. Roll your damage.
It doesn't stay with concentration.
Oh, okay. Well,
I still
first
hit.
we're just gonna. Well, yeah, she'll still hit you even with the shield of faith.
With that, with the 18
Yeah.
plus
Because
11.
18 plus 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. We'll get you to roll for your concentration in your next round. Yeah. So roll your damage, please, Kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shield of Faith
figuring-
is a concentration spell.
What?
Yeah, shield of faith is concentration. Yes.
Just had to double check.
1d8 plus 7 psychic damage. So
Yep,
13 psychic
13
damage.
points of psychic damage.
And 66 sneak attack.
Yes.
25.
Ooh,
And I'm not even
lovely.
going to bother with the poison damage.
Yep, so that's 38 points of damage. Not a bad showing at all. You still have your move
Damn.
action and your bonus action.
Fuck, I do. Except he can't see me, so there's no point in moving.
No, he can't. Well, no, he can't. Yeah, because attacking with Whisper doesn't break your stealth.
He's too busy laughing and didn't
If you have any
perceive
more,
me.
yeah, if you have any more bombs, you can throw them.
I do, but I don't think I'm in range to throw it.
Wait, let me see. 5, 10, 15,
Stupid
20,
card,
25,
probably,
30, 35. No, you're in range to throw a bomb.
What'd you say,
You're
Remy?
I was cursing my card that didn't tell me about concentration.
Yeah. You're 45 feet away from him. You're in range to throw a bomb.
Oh wait, my cloud of daggers is concentration as well.
Yes. Okay. So,
So I
when I
need
hit
to.
her, she should have.
yeah,
rolled.
I will get you to roll for that, please. So I'll
Yeah.
get you to roll a Constitution check.
Twice.
I'll tell you if you
Wait,
maintain it.
constitution for
Yeah, make
concentration.
make 2 Constitution checks, please.
Okay. Brain not work. My con save is 2.
So the first one passed. Make a second one, please.
1
Or would it be 3 from when I hit her as a reaction?
plus
Oh, well, that one I won't count that one because that was a reaction.
2. That one
And-
failed.
You did lose concentration on the second one.
That's
so
okay.
Remy,
I'm going to recast it later.
Yeah, Remy, you gain 12 HP.
Okay.
All right. Reva, would you like to throw a bomb?
Yeah, okay.
All right. So I would like Remy to do a dex save with disadvantage, please. That's a pass, but still going to take half the damage. So go ahead,
Yep.
3d10. Okay, so you take
2d10.
2d10. You take 7 points of damage. Okay,
Is
Milo.
he resistant to lightning?
I passed my save.
Oh, you passed your set. Sorry.
Yeah, he passed.
I'm a
the save.
dum-dum.
Okay, Milo, start your turn by making a wisdom save, please.
And I'm out of bombs.
And was this the spell that only lasted 3 turns?
Yeah, but it basically at the end of this round.
Does it
the
only
spell
last
is
3
regardless.
turns?
Yep.
It
Lasts a minute. It lasts a minute.
That's 10
So-
rounds.
Well, I do 20 seconds a round. to speed
Okay.
things up, yeah. So at the end of this round, the hideous laughter will dissipate regardless. But you're still prone for this round, Milo. So we switch to Reva.
I should have done it at 2nd level. Oh, what do I want to do?
Technically, a round is 6 seconds, but the DM guide says basically a round can be whatever you want it to be.
Yeah,
so I
10
choose
rounds is
20
a
seconds.
bit much.
Yeah. So I
Um,
choose 20 seconds to make it, 3 rounds to a minute.
Probably for the best, because otherwise we'd still be waiting for me to finish.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Um,
I really want to cast a spell, but I also really want to shoot.
this is the last chance you'll have to shoot him with advantage, because he's probably going to get back on Bluebeard again.
True that. Alright. I'll shoot him then.
Alright, roll with advantage, please.
2d20.
Oh,
Nat 20.
wow, that's a hit.
And we're
nat
all
20.
immune to crits.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter.
It's a guaranteed hit, so roll your damage.
Yep. What was it again? 1d8 plus 7 psychic damage. So 15. And 16.
You never said you were going to use your bonus action to hide.
I don't need to.
No, she didn't. Her bow is a magic bow, and when she fires with it, it doesn't break her stealth. So she
I
still
only
hit
do
it.
that when it actually
Yeah, it breaks her stealth.
when I actually break my stealth. So like if I cast a spell,
Yeah, then she would hide.
Yeah.
But,
then I hide.
right, so that's 15 points of psychic damage. Now make your sneak
And
attack roll.
66 sneak attack. 21.
Ooh, not bad. Not bad. 36 points of damage. Okay.
And
so
I
your-
will move.
Yep. Where would you like to go?
To that pillar that's like behind the water.
Yep. So this
No.
one.
Yeah, that one.
All right. Very well. Okay, Milo. The hideous laughter wears off. You climb back to your feet. You may take your turn. He's having a think.
And investigate is a or it should be a bonus action, yeah?
No, it's a full action to
To
investigate.
investigate. Oh.
Yep. He has to think what he wants to do.
Yeah,
I feel
do.
bad. I'm gonna take my ring off.
No, don't. No,
If
this is why we suggested this in the first place.
and if you were
Fine.
fighting, if you
guys
were
leave it on.
literally the reason
Yeah.
if
that this whole thing was about. So,
if you were
Yeah.
fighting me, you wouldn't feel bad.
Now, I never said the tournament would be fair. D&D characters are not intended to be played against each other.
Yeah.
Apparently, quite a few people do it though.
I know.
I'm so OP. I'm sorry. I'm like looking at my sheet and I'm
Will you
like, oh
stop
god.
apologizing.
Yeah, stop apologizing for being awesome.
Can I summon If I cast Conjure Animals, can I give them the command for 3 of them to take any hits fired at me while the other 5 search for her?
Yes, you can. And because they have web sense, they will most likely locate her.
No, because of my
I'm-
cloak.
Oh wait, yeah, that's
I'm
right. Yeah,
talking about a swarm of bats
Yeah.
who have blind sight.
Ah, swarm of bats.
Yeah.
Very well.
There'd be no use using spiders.
And they
Yes.
use echolocation, so they would be
That
able
is
to...
correct. I will grab some giant bat tokens.
Damn,
Swarm
son!
of bats. Swarm of bats. Hold on. Which is better? Swarm of bats or giant bat?
Either
Giant bats are stronger individually.
Yeah. I'll summon 8 giant bats because they are a quarter CR, and I can summon 8 quarter CR beasts.
Yep. So 3 of the giant bats fly above you, ready to take hits, while the others fan out and they begin to fly towards her location, revealing her to you.
Okay. Can I also tell them to split in half and...
Yep, so 2
Surround
groups
her?
of...
Well, one
Two
group
groups.
of 3, one group of 2.
I'm just
Yep.
imagining them taking their command the wrong way and just splitting in half. Sorry.
amoeba bats.
Yeah, that's just
Alright.
where my brain
Okay,
went.
so that's my action.
Yep.
Yep.
And your bonus action.
Oh,
to
and my
command
bonus
them.
action. Yep. So that means I can't
Yeah.
mount Bluebeard, can I?
Nope, but you still have your
Nope.
movement action.
I have my
Alright.
movement action. As I see where she is, I run to the most eastern pillar and stand behind it.
Yep. And then
that's
your
obviously
3
followed
bats
me.
That was a
follow
good
you.
move because if you
That
moved
was a good
towards
move.
me, I was going to jump down and
Stop giving
Attack
away
you
your
with-
moves.
Your turn, Reaver.
Kitty, I appreciate it, but stop giving away your moves. Please.
Okay, so I need to take care of these bats. Color spray. They're blind already. Shit. Shit.
Yep, they have blind sight.
Shit. uh,
That reminds me, I
I
should...
never thought about how to deal with blind opponent. I have before though. That was a plant. So fire worked. If you boil that jug right now, I will kill you. Sorry.
Oh, also, my Hunter's Mark is gone.
What
I
is
act-
that?
I actually shouldn't have used Hunter's Mark with
Just, yeah.
Shield of Faith.
Yeah, they're both concentration.
Yep.
I'll use Scorch. Wait, how much? How much health do bats have? Is
The
it
giant bats have... check. Giant bats have 4d10 health, averaging around 22.
Cast sleep.
Ooh. Alright, roll your sleep.
What do I roll for that?
Well, it depends what level you're casting it at.
Do I just write spells sleep in the chat to have it?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. 5d8. How many hit points of creatures? I'll just do it at 1. Yeah. I'll just do it at level 1.
Level
So-
1.
What was it? 5d8.
Yep.
Oh god.
Wow.
That was
Yeah,
terrible.
your sleep does not do anything to any of the bats, unfortunately.
I sigh, exasperated.
Would you like to try to move away?
Yeah, I'm gonna move.
Alright, the bats will get attacks of opportunity.
Not if I flippity flip out of there.
You could. Would you like to use your bonus action to disengage then?
Yep.
Alright, you disengage. And where would you like to move to?
Behind the lower pillar. Like the northernmost.
Ah, yep. This one, yep.
Wait,
Alright.
southernmost, whatever. It doesn't matter. That's fine.
This one.
Yeah,
There we
I'm
go.
just screwing up my directions. It's all good.
Alright. It is the bat's turn. They rush towards you, knowing exactly where you are through their echolocation. And they flank you, because that's the order they were given.
Shit.
Alright, so you've got 6 bats. You've got five bats here coming for you, and they're all going to roll with advantage. So here we go. Remy's nightmare attack. So it's 10 d20s. Alright, let me see.
Oh!
Bat number 1 misses. Bat number 2 hits. Bat number 3 hits. Bat number 4 hits. And bat number 5 misses. So 3 hits altogether. So you are taking
Oh, good.
3d6 plus 6. Alright. So you are taking... You take 21 points of damage. Would you like to use your reaction to dodge one of those? Might shave off a little bit. Alright, so this is how much you will... Okay, so 1d6 plus 2. Okay, so 21, take 3. You take 18 points of damage.
Alright.
Alright. It is Milo's turn.
I move up 1 square with my bats following me, hopefully.
Yep.
Am I allowed to use potions that have been given to me before
Yeah.
ages ago?
Yes, you are.
Okay, and is drinking a potion
Bonus action. to
bonus
drink the
action?
potion.
Bonus action.
Yep.
Okay, I use a bonus action to drink a healing potion.
Yep.
D8 plus 2. 8 health. And I'm just going to get rid of that from my... That. Oh, no, sorry. A healing potion is 2d4, isn't it?
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
Sorry, I was looking at the wrong... I'll roll that again just to be correct. That's 7, okay, so it's only 1 less than I thought.
Aw, god damn it. Ghost of Tsushima doesn't have 4-player yet.
No.
It only has 2-player for now.
Oh. Oh.
And then
Stop. Story missions are 2-player only. 4-player versions will be coming later, in the weeks following launch. Maybe it'll be out. Maybe it'll be out by next week, hopefully.
Oh, bummer. Oh, no.
Okay, conjure animals is concentration, and so is that one, so I'm not going to be able to use it.
Yep.
Okay. It's right now that I really wish I was a spellcaster that had damaging
More.
cantrips.
Yes. You have your bow, though, don't you?
Yes, I do have my bow. Can I command Bluebeard to travel to the south of her?
Yeah, you can. I'll just grab Bluebeard's token. It'll be a bonus action to command Bluebeard when you're not on him, so...
well then I can't do that this turn then, because I just...
Oh, yes, no, that's right.
Yeah, and I can't change weapons either.
So that's your turn.
Yeah, what else can I do with an action?
You can ready a reaction.
You can still move.
Yeah, you can still move.
Yeah, no, I can still move. No, I'm happy where I am. Right. Actually, I'll move to the more northern pillar.
Northern pillar. Yep.
God, you're getting further away.
Up one more, please.
There we go.
Yes.
All right, Reaver, your turn.
Oh, I should have done my reaction during their turn. Wait, no. Yeah, I should have instead of my dodging. I want to use my one and only potion of superior healing.
Yep.
I don't know how much healing that is. How much is a potion of superior healing?
I'm just going to type it up.
Yeah.
Item potion of superior healing. 8d8 plus 8, please.
Okay, so 8d8 plus 8. Nice. That puts me up to full.
Yep.
I think.
Yep. Want to just try to
Exactly
get a shot
up
off on
to
him?
full.
Want to
Huh?
just try to get a shot off on him with your bow?
I don't think
Well,
I'm going to be able to hit him.
I'm fully behind cover.
Yes, it'll be at disadvantage, but
How tall are the
No,
pillar?
I couldn't hit him from here.
oh yeah, no, you don't. But you can move closer and try to get a hit.
Not without getting hit by the bats.
They're only bats. You won't take a lot from them.
Down, Professor. The bats are a problem. I need to take care of the bats.
Because they will get attacks of opportunity, but not with advantage, because flanking only counts when it's not a reaction.
I want to use Scorching Ray on the bats.
Alright? Alright, I'd like you to make 3 attack rolls, please. Using your spell attack modifier.
Yep. So that's 3 d20s.
Yep.
6, 8, and 3 plus... Get down, Professor. Plus 9 on each of those.
Okay, so that's a hit for all 3. Go ahead and roll the Scorching Ray damage.
What is it?
Giant bat's armor class is 13.
Yeah, it is, but she got plus 9 on all of those rolls.
A 3 plus 9 is 12.
Oh, yeah, that is.
Okay,
yep,
so
sorry.
it hit 2.
Yeah, only hit 2. My math is bad.
So do they each take 2d6? Or
Yes, they each take
2d6 altogether?
No, they each take 2d6 from each ray.
Yeah, okay. So, 2d6 for 1. 2d6.
Lovely.
5.
Okay, 12 and 5. You don't kill any of them, but you singe their wings and they flap their wings, chittering in rage and pain. Okay.
And I want to move. Wait, are they going to attack me if I move?
Yeah, they'll still attack you if you move. So what would you like to do?
Hold my head. No,
All right.
I'll just stand still.
Alright,
Yes.
it's now their turn. They're going to go in for the attack once again. With advantage, because they are flanking you. So So that's... Let's see. And they all hit you. Okay.
Even the ones
So-
that got 3 and 4.
Because they rolled with advantage, yes. And that was
Oh,
their...
okay. Yeah.
Yep. So they all hit you. So that is going to be...
Motherfuckers.
5d6 plus 10 points of damage. Let's see. Okay, so that's 24, and if you'd like to use your reaction to dodge
I'm gonna use my reaction to Hellish Rebuke.
one of the bats,
Yep.
alright. Well,
Or
Go ahead
however
and-
many 3d10s will hit.
yep, go ahead, make that roll. That does kill one of the bats you damaged before, so you now have
Okay.
4. 4 bats. Okay, it is Milo's turn.
These fucking bats.
We might not
If-
even get to Nargle's round today.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, Liam.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say sorry as well. To my position in this cat and mouse game, yeah, kind of. Oops.
If I'm riding Bluebeard,
Sorry.
if I'm riding Bluebeard and Reva burps, and she fires an arrow at me, can I get Bluebeard to take the hit?
Yes, if you're
Now-
on Bluebeard, yes.
Okay. And that's after the bats have taken the hits.
Yes.
Okay, I'll use my bonus action to mount Bluebeard.
Yep, so you've now mounted Bluebeard.
I use my movement action to get as close as I can to Reva.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just 60 feet, so yeah.
You might kill me.
And then I use my action to cast Cure Wounds at a 2nd level.
Yep. I gotta say, this is a pretty riveting fight, though.
Absolutely, this is just neck and neck down to the wire. This shit don't get much better.
Oh, well, all it needs is a few more fireballs and I'd be happy, but...
Hey,
Yeah,
just go back and
can't have
drink your
everything.
piss. Go back and drinking your piss, you magic-loving weirdo.
Well, it was still much higher quality than that gasoline you drink all the time.
Yeah, but at least, you know, I didn't pee in mine.
And that is my action done.
That's your action, very well.
Because I didn't attack, I don't get my 2nd
yep.
action.
Yep. Reva, it is your turn.
And I've still got a swarm of fucking bats to deal with.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my god. I guess another... No, I don't want to do that. Sleep at 2nd level.
Go ahead, make your rolls.
What do I do for that again?
Alright, sleep is spell slip.
Oh.
It is, so you're doing it at 2nd level, so that is 7d8 of HP that you're affecting.
7d8. 33.
33. Okay, so that puts 2 bats to sleep, leaving only 2 left.
Okay.
The bats stop flapping their wings, dropping down to the floor.
I'm going to use that opportunity to move.
Alright, where to?
To... as far away as I can get.
Alright, so all the way on the north. You want to go up or to the right?
Up.
Up, probably. Alright, so you rush up onto the northernmost pillar. The 2 bats that are left get attacks of opportunity, so let me see. Oh, 2d20. And neither of them are able to hit you, so you are fine. Okay. It is now.
And-
Yep.
Oh, there was something I was going to do with my bonus action. Oh yeah, I'll use a healing potion.
All right.
I'll use
go
a
ahead.
potion of greater healing.
Yep. Okay.
I've been hoarding potions, so...
You're merely delaying the inevitable, young lady.
yeah, pretty much.
12.
Well,
All right.
valiant effort nonetheless.
Milo, your turn.
Okay, so those bats that fell asleep, are they out of the fight permanently?
They're out of the fight.
Okay, so I can't send a bat to go wake one up?
Well, yeah, you can. You can go send a bat to wake them up.
But that would be a bonus action, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It'd be a
Okay.
waste of a bonus action when you could just send them. Oh, shut up!
Yeah. You know where she is because the bats that are still awake are following her around. So maybe you'd just like to head up with Bluebeard and go all out.
Yes, I'm going to go up with Bluebeard,
Yep.
obviously flanking her.
Yep. Just move you in close to her, flanking her. So you'll be rolling with advantage if you hit her.
Yep. Yes, I obviously want to avoid the arrow storm that she set up earlier,
Yep.
because rangers get that spell.
Yep.
And I'm going to, I guess, hit her with my Hallowed Dawn whip.
All right. Yep.
However, I've still got my bonus action, don't I? Yes. Yep, so I'm going to hit her with my Hallowed Dawn. So I need to roll.
And since you've taken this attack, you do get your extra attack, and I'll point out that you can use that to do Bluebeard's attack.
Yep.
Yep. Right, so
2d20 plus 11. So that, I'm guessing, is a hit. 28.
that's a hit. Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay, and with that, I cast a second level smite.
Yep. All right, so roll your damage.
Okay, so that is 3d6 plus 7 plus 3d8.
Oh.
2.
All right, would you like to use your reaction, Kitty, to dodge that?
Not yet.
Not yet. All right, so you're taking 42 points of damage there.
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay. And then just let me see if this would actually be worth it or not.
Wait, if I was resisting all damage, would I have to resist it now?
Yeah, if you're dodging, you have to dodge it now.
No, I'm not dodging.
Oh, okay, so you're taking 42 damage.
No, I'm not. I'm using my amulet.
Ah, you used your amulet. Okay, so you cancelled that. Lovely.
Okay. Then I'm just going to hit her again with Bluebeard's multi-attack.
No!
Very well. Roll.
Plus 7? Yes, plus 7 to hit.
Yep.
So 17.
That's a hit. That's a hit.
And that's
Yeah.
just with
Just
that's
a hit.
with his stinger first,
Yep.
which is 2d6 plus 4.
I really need some kind of thing that gives me a better armor class. Like a ring.
Rogues don't usually need it, but that's
That's
14.
Physical damage. This is
Yep.
poison damage.
So you can dodge the physical damage, you cannot dodge the poison damage.
Yeah.
So would you like to dodge this 14 and take 7?
Yeah.
Alright, so you take 7 from that, and then
that's
25.
half because she's resistant to poison, I guess she said before.
Is she?
Am I?
No,
Is she?
she's not.
She's not?
No.
Okay.
I don't
Alright.
think I've got any.
Nope.
No.
So that's
No.
32 damage altogether. Very
Alright.
well.
And then the bite attack, so I need to roll to hit.
Yep,
Bite
go
attack.
ahead. That's a hit.
And bite is 2d6 plus 4. That's 10 damage.
That's 10 points of damage. So
And
that
then,
is altogether 42.
and then with my bonus action, which I haven't used, I want to equip my elongated whip.
Yes. Oh dear, shield's going away. Okay, it's the bat's turn.
And
No, it's not. It's my turn.
Oh
before
yeah,
the
it's your
battle.
turn. Yeah, that's right.
Stop trying to kill me.
Reaver, your
No
turn.
killing.
Go
This
ahead.
is non-lethal. We keep talking about this.
Yeah,
I know.
that's why Dan is still alive.
Stop trying to
He's
KO
always
me.
going to still be alive. So we're going to kill him.
Alright, Reaver, what would you like to do?
I'm going to cast Hideous Laughter at 2nd level
On Milo?
on Milo.
Alright. Milo, make a wisdom save, please.
watch this one be shit again.
Yep.
No,
Milo,
when
you
it's
were-
wisdom, less than 5.
I know. You are struck down with hideous laughter. Okay,
Does he
Reaver.
fall again?
He does. He falls off Bluebeard again, and he takes 2 points of bashing damage.
Okay, does this do anything to the bats?
Nope, the bats remain. Actually,
Okay.
it's
It's
concentration.
a concentration,
So,
constitution check.
yeah, except it's DC 1 in this case, so it will be automatically passed.
Oh,
So, yeah, next round. What else would you like to do, Reaver?
I would like to disengage the bats. Oh wait,
Yep.
they haven't attacked me from there, so I don't think
No.
I'm engaged with the bats.
No, but they still get attacks of opportunity because they trigger when you move out of its
Well-
its melee range.
Well, do they don't when I disengage though.
No, that's what disengage is for.
Yeah.
To avoid getting it.
So I shall disengage and move across the other side of the arena as far as I can.
Yep. All right, Milo, your turn. Make a wisdom save, please.
The bats follow her first.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
bats do follow her.
Only 2 of them.
Oh,
The other 3
yeah.
failed.
And because you programmed them to take your hits, the other bats follow her as well, hoping to engage her. All right.
Okay.
You have failed your wisdom save. Reaver, your turn.
Does he take any damage from that? I can't remember.
No, he doesn't. He's just held prone.
All right.
So now you're going to shoot him with your bow and arrow with advantage, I guess.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Well, that's why I told the bats to.
They're gonna. I guess
Take
they'll
any
block
hit
it.
from me.
Yeah.
They're going to try.
So 11 plus 11.
Okay,
22.
22. So the bats are going to make dex checks now to see if they can intercept that. They have to beat 22. And what is a giant bat's dex? Unfortunately, they cannot intercept the shots. However, they have engaged her. Go ahead and roll for damage, please, Reaver.
There's your psychic damage.
The 8 points of psychic damage. Now your sneak attack.
And 21.
Boom. Okay.
And with that,
Remy.
all of my summoned creatures disappear.
Okay.
oh, thank fuck.
All of
wow.
the bats are gone. Okay.
Oh,
Milo. It is
I have the
your
high
turn.
ground.
I'm dead. Oh, I'm unconscious.
Done.
You're
Done.
unconscious.
Are you?
Ah.
That's why
You're
everything
done.
disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
my
unconscious.
god.
Oh,
Ding, ding, ding,
wow.
ding, ding. We pronounce Reaver Throat Slitter the winner. She is on to the quarterfinal.
God damn, once again by the skin of her teeth, but hey, rogues usually get it done in a pinch.
Oh.
Yes, but they do it from behind, I must say.
Yeah, not that I know. Don't tell me
Giggity.
this.
We have one more matchup for today. Let's jump right into it. Nargle. Squire Nargle Hammerfall.
Get your ass out of the commentary booth.
Get out of the commentary booth, Nargle, young Squire, because you are facing Bartleby.
After that,
Smithvilliers.
I also want to help Milo heal up a little
Yeah.
bit.
You
Nice
use
to
your
see him, that's
wand
in-
to cure him and shake
Nice to see,
hands,
yeah.
because...
Yeah. It's nice to see a second round match have a friendly ending.
Yep, and now
Contrast to the last one.
it is Bartleby versus Nargle. Please welcome them to the field, everyone's favorite spell slinger, and the big lizard who hits things with sticks.
Hey, it ain't a goddamn stick. Don't you know an axe when you see it?
Roll initiative, please.
Liam?
I will roll Bartleby's initiative. Let's see. Bartleby got a 17. Let's see
Liam,
what Nargle gets.
Is he awake?
Yeah,
Liam.
he might have actually done a Bartleby.
Which me.
Is the fight still
Okay.
happening?
Yep, there we go.
What's
You're
going on?
rolling initiative for your fight with Bartleby, if you'd like to have it today.
Who won?
No. Yeah, Reva won.
Oh, okay.
Look, if you're tired, you can always
Yep.
have.
Yeah, we can always
no,
do it
no,
next week, but
Let's do this.
thought you'd like the chance to smash a rogue.
Well, a wizard actually.
a wizard, yeah.
And
Alright.
that is what's my
Your
Yep.
dex modifier.
Yep.
no
Your initiative.
no my initiative. That's 19.
So you're first. The bell rings. Let the fight begin. Nargle, what would you like to do?
Let's see. What would I like to do? Well, wait, I have to. So I'm just trying to double. So over there. I would like to use my bonus action to declare Bartleby my mortal enemy.
Mortal enemy. Oh, what am I fancy? Steed! My face
Oh.
with steed turned against
No,
me.
buddy, don't call for the love of God. Don't just hear Angus in the background going, "For God's sake, don't call him that. You're gonna make it worse."
For my movement action, I would like to go as far as.
To him, yep.
Yep.
So that'll be about halfway through the field. About there. Yep.
And how far does poison spray?
Let's check. Poison.
Because I'm assuming that
spray.
Bartleby's immune to fire.
No, he's actually not.
Oh.
Unfortunately, poison spray only reached 10 feet. However, produce flame has a range of you can hit him with produce flame if you like.
Oh yeah, I'll hit him with the produce flame then.
Very well. And you are 11th level, so it's going to be 3d8 damage if you hit him. Roll your spell attack, so that's d20 plus your spell attack bonus.
25. It's a 17.
That's a hit. Roll 3d8 damage, please.
3, 8, 14.
14, not bad. A nice start from our barbarian, but I'm sure Bartleby has something hotter than that.
And for my
Bartleby's turn.
no,
Yep,
I
for
still have my attacks.
Yes, you do
I
still have your
was just using actions for my 2 attacks.
Yep.
I would like to, because I don't have because I can't reach them. I'll just throw my 2 javelins.
Very well. Roll to hit, please.
Alright.
Ooh, 2d20. So the first one misses. The second...
My javelins are a +10.
Oh, +10. Okay, so the first one, Bartleby waves his hand and he casts Shield, which raises his AC to 21. So the first one blasts off his shield, but the second one hits. Roll for damage.
Over here. Roll 1d6 +1 +2 +7. 16.
16. Lovely. A good hit. Not good for Bartleby. Okay, it's Bartleby's turn, and how is our favourite wizard going to respond to that? Well, first of all, he uses his movement action to come just a bit forward and hide behind this pillar, and then, for his action, he reaches into his cloak, pulls out the necklace of fireballs.
Oh, shit.
And he hurls 3 of the beads at you, making a 6th level fireball. So, I would like you to make a dex save, please, Narvel.
Can I use my legendary resistance to pass it?
Yes, you sure can. So you pass the dex save. We will see. You still take half of this. You take 19 points of fire damage. Yep, as Bartleby starts laughing like a maniac.
How much was it again, sorry?
19 points.
Excellent show by our friendly little gnome. Well, I noticed that most gnomes are pretty nuts when it comes to pyrotechnics.
Well, I'm sure he's got more than that. I'm sure he can still, as you say, go nuts. And then, as a bonus action, can he actually do anything as a bonus action? Let me look at his spells. I don't think he can. Yes, no, it's Knuckles' turn.
Oh, Archie, shut your whole mouth. Okay, for my bonus action, I would like to cast Sick 'em.
Sick 'em, yes. So he's going to get disadvantage on his next spell attack roll or attack roll.
Yep. Go, Cujo,
right.
go!
Cujo leaps out of your kit. There's hiding a dog in there. Couldn't you see it before? It was licking up all that wine I spilled on the floor.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Sweet merciful Martin.
Can I run directly up to him? This distance?
Yes, you sure can. You have enough room.
So I'll use my movement action for that. Use my normal action for Acid Breath.
Yep. Okay, before you use Acid Breath, I'll let you know you only get your extra attack if you take an attack action. So if you plan to attack, then attack instead of Acid Breath.
Well, this is just my normal action though, not an attack action.
Yeah, but an attack counts as a normal action.
Oh, okay, then I'll just rax
Go
on him with my axe then.
With your axe, roll to hit, and you'll get 2 attacks on this.
220. Oh,
yeah, they're both gonna hit Bartleby.
One's in that 20.
Yep, and Bartleby is not immune to crits.
And I get the extra hit die.
Yep.
Oh,
wow, this might be a very quick round, I must say.
Okay, I've got to do that. So let me do the first one. 7 plus 2 plus 1d8. So this is for the first roll.
Yep.
36.
Whoa, 36 damage, and that is doubled. So that is 72 points of damage.
Holy sweet Martin!
And Bartleby is down.
That's it?
That's it. That's it.
God
It's done.
damn.
Bartleby's down.
And the ultimate fight between Martin and
Wow.
is, well, basically vomited. Holy hell. That's one hell of a voluntary digestive tract you got going on there.
That was very anticlimactic, but props
well, he
to
definitely
Noggle there. I
Yeah, it's
applaud you. That is a fine way to hit someone with a stick.
Well,
The
I gotta
audience
say,
slaps the drawers.
I just hear that remark again, and from what I did on the very first match, I throw a javelin right next to the wizard's head.
Yeah, I was kind of worried after his more flash than substance fight in the first round, but god dang, he came up trumps and made up for it.
Wow. And I've just had a javelin thrown at my head, so on that note, I shall merely pronounce Squire Noggle Hammerfall as the winner of this round, and he is through to the quarter-final. While we're here, let us announce tomorrow's matchup.
While you do that, I just pick Bartleby up by the leg and just lean him onto my back.
Yep, you just grab him by the leg.
Sleep now, little wizard.
As you sling him over your shoulder, you hear him feebly mutter, "Oh, good Steve."
God damn it, you learned nothing.
Okay, so the matchups I just rolled off screen for the quarterfinal are in our first match of the round before the grand final. We shall have Angus Hammerfall versus Squire Noggle Hammerfall.
Oh.
And Reaver Throatslitter versus Iorveth the Late.
It's a battle of assassins and a battle of family.
I don't know who that is, and I have no connection to them, so I have no problem
that's our
beating them.
Drow rogue.
He is a Drow rogue arcane trickster.
Oh, fuck.
Yep.
He's been specking slightly different since then.
Yeah.
So I will grab the normal tournament music so we can wrap up this session because wow,
We still finished on time.
that was amazing.
We did.
That was amazing. The fucking
After the first two matches were like, holy shit, we're gonna have to run overtime, and then Nuggles
fucking what shot at Bartleby.
Nuggles not getting paid by the hour.
Yeah,
It was like, hey,
that's
nat
gotta
20.
make you feel good after the priest last week.
Yeah, I was like, oh, nat 20. Oh yeah, I do that much damage. Oh my god, I double it.
Yeah, my match turned into a sermon. The second match was a goddamn friggin' just cat and mouse hunt, and then the third match was basically a Goldberg match in WWE.
Yep.
Finish him off.
The perfect anime tournament episode.
Yeah.
With our semi-final rounds out of the way, you have seen today's victors, and that concludes Day 2 of the Fellowship of Steel's exhibition extravaganza. Join us again tomorrow for our quarter-final round, where only 2 competitors will move on to the grand final. And then, the round everyone's been waiting for, the Team Combat Exhibition! But who shall be crowned champion? Who shall officially earn the title of strongest member of the Fellowship of Steel? We'll hope to see you turn up again tomorrow, folks. And when you're engaging in the festivities tonight, remember, stay away from that Nomen Guard wine.
Well, that's all our time here, folks. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a good night, everybody. Thank y'all.
And with round 2 out of the way, that concludes today's session. Next week's session, we shall have the 2 quarter-final rounds, the 2 quarter-final fights, and the grand final, and if we can fit it in, the team round. But before we do that, I believe Noggle had something he wanted to do this night after the round is over. So Noggle, after everyone else is engaged in celebrations, Reaver heads off to celebrate with Scimitar Sally while Angus decides to bring
Angus,
Lenine
Angus
under
has-
the...
Angus, I was going to say, Angus actually has something else he needs to do.
Ah, yes, he heads, instead of, he simply gives Lenine a hug and tells her he cannot be with her tonight as he has important business to deal with, and then, with resolve written on his face, trudges over the field back towards the Cloud Castle. Nargle, you approach the two commentators of the tournament and try to make an arrangement. I'd like you to make an intimidation check with advantage, please.
Hey. 20. Oh, no. Yep, that's it.
You basically wait until they are drunk, and as they leave the Bartleby Express, you follow them. And then you corner them in an alley just off the town square. If this is about me consistently insulting your stick-hitting ability, I have to. But you step forward and you say, no, this is what I want. I'm going to write down an item. I want you to bring it in to the arena and have it ready for me there for my match tomorrow. Okay, but, you're having us break the rules. There better be a little bit something in it for us. And so, you must give them, let us see. You must give them 126 gold as a bribe. Do you agree to this?
Sure.
You hand over 126 gold.
Hold on. I tell him I'll give you 400 if you bring in 2.
Ooh.
Damn.
Go ahead, make a charisma check, please. Just a standard charisma check.
Yep. That's an 18.
Okay, look, don't hit me with your stick. I promise. Look, I'll take the 400. I won't tell Jeb, and we'll get those 2 things in the arena for you, ready to go for your round. And good luck, Sir Squire. And then he just ducks. He just runs away, not even looking back at you. And you have been guaranteed the presence of 2 particular items for your match next week against Angus. Only I and Liam know what they are. Angus, you will
Well,
see
and me.
when you and Reva. You will wait. You will find out what they are when you enter the arena next week on Dungeons and Dragons.
I gotta give that a go at some point.
Thank you everyone for joining us. We are glad that you joined us today for the next round of the tournament, and we're enjoying the tournament so far. I must say, I had my money on Bartleby, and
Yeah, never mind. Just start eating those fucking coins, because he's gone. Our wizard we're now hiring a new wizard since our former one is now goo pile.
I didn't even
He's
get
a
off the
boomer
second
now.
attack.
I know
He's a
you
cool
one-shotted him on that one crit.
Yeah, you
He was going to transform into a Spinosaurus, so he didn't even get a chance to get that off.
Because it was like,
him.
I was just like, oh, I rolled a nat 20, I can put an extra D8 on that. Oh my god, I forgot, I double it. Holy shit.
You melted his sorry ass. That's, yep.
And, yes,
I didn't even roll the extra hit die.
I'm going to have to reevaluate who my money is on, because Bartleby has less than 70 health, and you took out 70 health in one shot, so...
Oh, hell, man. At least you made up for the first 2 rounds.
Barbarian against Wizard? Barbarian clearly
Might versus
wins.
Magic. Yeah.
Might versus Magic. Might
is
wins.
fine as long as he's got distance, because otherwise he is a good
Yep.
file.
Might wins in this case. Well, we hope you'll join us next week for the final round, and hopefully your favourite is the one to win.
Place your bets
I'm
now.
I can't believe I
Place
even
your
made
bets
it
now.
through.
Yes, that was a good fight. But that was a good one. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
That was
And
very
I
fun.
hope you did too.
It was very stressful.
I will be back in a second.
Yeah,
Yep,
just-
sure. Go
Bye,
ahead,
stream.
Bye.
Bye, Scream.
Yeah.
Alright, there you have it, folks. Episode 2 of our tournament arc. I hope you had a lot of fun. I do apologize for falling asleep there. I'm just really, really tired from work. But thank you so very much for joining in. Tales of Pesh, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. You are a legend, my good sir. And I will see you guys, tomorrow for hopefully a double stream of Resident Evil and Legends of Tsushima, because the DLC drops tomorrow. But until then, my good people, I will see you next time. Don't forget to hit the like, sub, and follow button, and come join me on the Discord if you want to stay up to date. But I will see you guys later. I am going to sleep. Bye!